What is up, UJ fans? It's your boy Clicky here with the one and only Glockadile.
Yes,
Tim,
sir.
it's him.
2 nights in a row. Very rare occurrence. But not too
Very
rare.
true. But so tonight we've got a bit of a double header for you guys. We've got Valorant at 6 and Call of Duty at 7:30. But just so you guys know, if Valorant does run into Call of Duty's time slot, we're just gonna record COD and upload it like tomorrow morning probably. Um, so if we don't stream it tonight, check the VODs tomorrow, and you should be able to watch the match in full there. But with that being said, we should be on our way any minute tonight for Valorant. It's against.
Keiser University, Pembroke Pines.
Yeah,
I made
that
sure
is a
to check.
long name.
It
Yeah.
is. We'll just call them Pembroke Pines. Keiser.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. I made sure to check with the head coach before tonight's stream to make sure I knew who we were playing against, because yesterday it took me a while.
And then COD is against Southern Arkansas
Yep.
University.
I actually have notes on my phone.
Pembroke Pines. It must be from Pembroke Pines.
They must be. Same place as. Is there a show called Something Pines?
Probably. That sounds very showy. Dirty dogs.
Got the Viper lineups on the starting screen.
I'm pretty sure all of these like pre-roll things are from scrims that we've had this spring.
Oh yeah, it's cold.
Is it?
Our very own two.
Okay, maybe this one isn't from a scrim then. I know Rocket League was. I guess I didn't get to watch any of the pre-roll ones last night, but I know the Rocket League one was from a scrim.
I'm sure that they were from scrims for last night, considering we just recently rolled over into Overwatch 2.
Yep. Yeah, I guess Valorant hasn't scrimmed much, or maybe we just had a whole lot of good footage from past matches or something.
No, it had to have been from. Because that's right there, so it probably was from scrims.
No, it couldn't have been
Recently.
from spring though, because To Spoiled 2 isn't playing Valorant.
I don't know. I don't know. Joe is on the.
It has to be from last semester.
Yeah, it has to be from last semester, and Joe possibly just.
Unless
I'm not sure.
To Spoiled 2 filled for some reason, but that seems strange.
Yeah, no, Snacky's there too, so it was from
Yeah.
last year. Interestingly enough, though, Overwatch was pretty fun to watch, especially since the patch had dropped earlier that day.
Yeah.
Up low gang. That's like Voldemort's name in this house.
True. Very true. Low gang. That is a term I haven't heard in a while.
It's been a year or two.
At least. But it looks like
Alright.
we're going in.
I have not played Valorant in a very long time. The newest, what are they called? An agent when I played last was Harbor. I don't know if they've added anyone else in the meantime, but
I don't think so. Yeah, it's been a long while since I've paid much attention to Valorant, but I'm pretty sure Harbor was the most recent one.
there was a month or two where I played nothing but Valorant, and
Oh.
then I started playing ranked.
Or Soul.
Yeah.
So,
Pot of Greed.
oh yeah,
really?
huh. Go
That's a
Pot
name
of
I
Greed.
did not expect
Yeah.
to see tonight.
He really just has been on this team forever, huh?
Yeah.
What is this, his 7th year
I
being
guess.
part of the team? 8th? Maybe? No, it's his 8th year.
Is
he
it
was,
actually?
Because... No, I'm doing...
It's got to be.
How many years has the team been a thing?
It
7?
We're going on. Was
6?
it? It's been 3 years since I was a freshman.
5,
And then hadn't
6.
it the program been
Select
running
your
2 years
agent.
previously to 2020?
Yeah, so
'Cause I was a freshman
Yeah,
in
so
the
yeah,
fall
so
of 2020,
6
2018,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, so this
Oh
is
my
his
gosh,
6th year
that
being
makes me
part of the
feel
team.
old.
Makes you feel old.
I know.
I joined during the 2nd year of the program, and I'm
True.
still here. So,
Got the league represent.
I'm just gonna act like I know lots of Valorant strats. Both of these team setups looking pretty standard. Seeing the Reyna on the defending
Reyna's
side though
if I remember
is
anything from when I was playing, Reyna's an
Is there
interesting
no
pick on
other way to
Xbox,
find
Yep.
as well as Sova. I think Sova's more. I never watched a lot of competitive Valorant, but
Sure.
Sova wasn't played a lot when I played during the meta.
Yeah.
He was almost never seen. Killjoy, Jet, KO, all very standard. Viper especially in Icebox, not surprised.
Yep, and then so Toji does like his Jet, and Icebox is a pretty decent map for Jet because there's a lot of places where she can updraft and dash, where other people just couldn't get to.
Good smoke angles. Something
Yeah.
that might get overlooked a bit is a lot of angles that you can drop in ice.
Hmm.
Or
Even though her
especially on-
smokes don't
yep.
last super long. But
A site especially, just being able to smoke out already. That not getting tagged up at all. It did look like she got
Suppressing.
I got
One suppressed.
here, that's
the policeman, old policeman.
357 Magnum. Simmons does hold a lot of good trades with the Viper. Koji dropping off the Killjoy before anything is able to happen. Koji getting the headshot on KO as well.
Who let this man be team captain? He's
Sentinel
fragging.
skin.
Suppressing. Two suppressed.
Coming out, seeing the Sage.
One enemy remaining.
Drop. Pot of greed. Manages to drop the Sage, but not before Cowboy gets one
May
down.
the wind guide your blades.
Tragic.
Yeah, best to
And
happen
my
on a
arrows.
pistol round if anything.
True. Yep. Because odds are he didn't lose too much when he died.
Excuse me.
Kind of rude.
Trying to cough away from the mic. A very vocal cougher though.
How can you be a quiet cougher?
Yeah, my
that a-
coughs have a lot of body.
Very full-bodied
Yeah.
coughs. Lots of flavor
Very
involved.
Deploying drone.
Never understood.
What do you mean?
I don't. I just wasn't good with it.
Like, what part's unclear?
I didn't understand the battery. It always seemed to die really quickly when I used it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's just a timer.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I didn't place it. I just
Revealing area.
Got the Silva Dart lineup.
alarm bot goes down.
Sees
However,
nothing. Sees that yellow box is clear.
could be an interesting push though, because there could be one sitting in office as well as.
Enemy spotted
It
B.
looks like they pick up one. Viper wall goes out.
Reloading.
Three suppressed.
Ooh, that's a big knife seeing three.
Reloading.
Also interesting that they opted to stack A, even though we went B last time.
Did they ever? I want. Just want to think
Enemy
out loud
spot
here.
in
I
sight.
wonder if KMS ever did it. Wow, dropping
Scanning
it
ahead.
nailed though. Very good pick. That
Enemy
like
kill.
we were just saying, that knife and the suppression as well as free roam. Very powerful.
Flashbang.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
Reyna. Pot of three dropping Sage as well. That's the killer down. Just still going left. Kale's just gonna use that turret. Nice shots left.
There you are, little shit.
OG. Dropping her like
Reloading.
14. University of Jamestown's the best one to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. What
Just one
what
shot.
an analogy.
I mean, how else are you gonna put it? It's a single shot with a sheriff.
Anyone have funds to
Last
spare?
person in a 1v4 situation.
Hello.
Oh man.
So we don't mix words here in the booth.
Yeah.
What an analogy.
I will point out, KO has the default knife.
Yeah, it's kind
Revealing
of
area.
cringe. I mean, or really based, depending on how
Also
you're looking
true.
at it.
I didn't do it because the prices in
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's better than something like CSGO where there's loot boxes and you have to get lucky to get what you want.
The one thing I
But
I thought Koji might have gotten that.
Yeah.
It's a 7 long range.
Blocking sight.
Accurate shot. Smoke goes out. The Vandal on round 3.
Last player standing.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Spike down A.
Vandal is up though. 7's in a 1. Doesn't get the Viper. Comes out.
Oh!
Taps the save.
Oh!
But that was a good shot. Unfortunately, does fall. It looks like
Stay taut as a bowstring. The fight demands it.
Here.
as I was saying before,
Oh,
a
boy.
quick firefight broke out. The one thing I will say about CS:GO,
Here.
you are actually to sell your skins. You're able to
Yeah.
sell them.
Which, I mean, like, you kind of have to be, though, when you've got loot boxes. Especially super high cost loot boxes.
My one friend
Placing
paid
sentry.
$500 Korean.
Poison orb emitting. Here.
It's fair.
Stay
Yeah,
down.
one.
My
Cody's
ult's
dropping the Reyna though. That's a Vandal down, I believe. One, but that's down a bad time to hit the zip line. Sage drops him with a rope.
Tack shooter timing, if I've ever seen it.
Off with a good flank here.
Put down.
But gets the kill on the kill point.
Good enough.
It's better to get the kill versus line up the.
One enemy remaining.
God.
There's the headshot. They know where the last one is. It's coming down. You might have time. Might not have time.
That was their best. Pathetic. Some
That
vermin
zip
were
line
born to
accuracy
die.
was wild.
I was going. I think. I'm not gonna pretend like I know. I'm not sure if they still have this line.
Here.
It still should be pretty inaccurate.
I guess at that range though, aiming body.
Yeah, it's better. It's not like CS:GO ladder accuracy, you know, where you're 3 inches from the guy and can't hit him.
Here.
But
Here.
it's definitely not accurate. I'll say that much. It's fine with like
Poison orb
you know
emitting.
a judge
Yep.
or whatever, but anything beyond that isn't
Here.
really gonna be super ideal.
Sleep.
Become KO before Pot gets
Spike
dropped by the
down
Reyna.
A.
Blocking sight.
Almost so. Gets the Reyna right after she ults, but does drop to Sage. Off getting the
You will not kill my allies.
that comes out
Spike planted.
off ball.
Target sighted mid.
Scanning ahead.
Cancel.
Cowboy with a good headshot on the Sage. He was ready.
Last player standing.
Shot
One
down.
enemy remaining.
Does fall through the shoulder. Like, those are some tense situations.
Yep. There you go. I was wondering when it was gonna pan to the spike.
Eventually.
They look like us, but are they us? I have so many questions.
Need a drop.
So far, pretty even score line.
I will point out though, UK does have 4 of their ults ready to go.
Mhm.
Keiser used theirs that last round. KO is one off his ult as well. Looks like it's going up for a full buy. Jet does have knives though, which is what I was.
What's this?
Mhm.
Take flight.
One with the K on that. Appropriately finds KO.
This is a good push here. Jet and Sova.
So, for those of you that don't know, the knives do 50 to the body, regardless of armor, and 1 shot to the head.
No more.
Unfortunately, Toji wasn't quite
I have the
able
spike.
to find the head of that Viper, but she gets traded pretty
Poison's
quickly by 7s, so not a whole lot of harm done.
I think he's going to commit for a B push here.
My
KO
ult's
that
ready.
last orb for his ult.
Are they committing?
It looks like they're just out. This guy comes mid and does detect Sova.
Which is maybe a good thing, depending on whether they think they're still committing B.
And it does look like they did not nerf the suppression timer on KO Knife as Evans loses for a whole 8 seconds.
That is pretty
out.
wild.
I think it's on a 45-second cooldown if I remember correctly. They might have changed the CD.
30 seconds left.
DD timer says the league player.
What can I say?
Revealing area.
Placing swarm
One
grenade.
suppressed.
Swarm grenade out.
Well,
Don't get in my way.
Viper ult comes out. Cowboy drops an ace. Now it's risking up. That's an off, I believe.
Nope, that's a mark.
10 seconds left.
I was gonna say Mark.
Yeah, the off is a beefier sound, you know.
Right here.
That was a good sprint in the smoke though. On for 7.
Unfortunately, doesn't
One
reload with
enemy
the
remaining.
jumper. Cowboy picks off 2 before getting cropped. Gets traded by Viper. Good round there from UK. I think they only
What do you
one
say, drone?
ult.
Ready
Two
to
ults.
stretch your
Because
wings?
of
knives,
yeah.
but
Yep.
not so much a team ability versus.
Yeah, it's something you kind of just pop in place of a gun for the most part, and either you win your one and you get the enemy gun, or you lost, you know, your ult, and that's it. You lost no money.
It pays off as
Spikes here.
Well, I hope so. He had knives last round.
true. It was always more of a phantom. I would
Yep.
Poison orb emitting.
Yup.
Good mobility.
Bit of an early dash, but wasn't punished
Standing
for
ahead.
it.
A bit of it.
That's a cool
One
vandal
does
skin.
get picked up on the sonar tower.
Blocking sight.
Right,
Placing
double
swarm grenade.
smokes come out. What was the swarm grenade? And Viper going for a long flank around.
Sighted B.
I
Lost.
am the hunter.
Hunter Fury comes out. Pot of 3 takes off the stage. That's a really good early pick.
Alarm bot out.
Flash.
Finds one that gets traded.
One enemy remaining.
Killjoy. A nice one tap there from Cowboy.
Reloading.
Everybody's dying. No one
I don't
continuing to
even, I can't
live.
even call that out.
Yeah.
Fast enough. So much happened there.
Honestly, both teams trading pretty well. Gotta be
Yeah.
excited.
Count on top.
Scanning ahead.
Last player
Doesn't get the
standing.
kill, but Reyna is tagged up. Might be off. That is
Oh no.
unfortunate. She gets the 4K with the one tap. It still does lead 4-3, but that is going to hurt the
Clutch.
economy a little bit.
My priority
Yeah,
is
a
suffering.
little rough on the econ, but could be worse.
If you
Looks
are
like we're
gonna
still
lose
gonna have a
that
full
round,
buy.
picking out 4 of them is not.
It's the best way
Yeah.
to do it. Yep.
Both teams. Reds are-
Mhm. Yep. I think Keiser's also gonna be able to full buy, but it's gonna be pretty
Turret out.
pretty
close.
tight.
Especially the Viper, only
Here.
1,000 creds. KO not too far behind.
Yep.
Toxins going up.
Blocking sight. Our spike carrier.
Thought of
The
it.
spike.
However,
Spike
Reyna
down,
picks off
mid.
3, all headshots. UJ in a much tighter
You should
situation.
run.
Killjoy comes out on the spike.
Okay.
Right here.
Kind of strange. Like I get that it's denying picking up the spike, but the placement just felt weird.
Revealing area.
Find one. Nice shots from Pot Agreed.
Bot coming back.
A big target to take down.
Mm.
Last player standing.
Evans does well to a headshot. Pot Agreed gets one. Rated off the kill window. Tough round for UJ. That Reyna picking off 3 on the mid push there.
That's
Everyone
pretty
note
rough
down
start
your
to the round,
observations,
not gonna
then
lie.
let's run it again.
NGL gonna lie.
Oh, he's got the Yoru. Is that what it is? Yoru? Is that his name? I don't remember.
The- whatever.
Butterfly comb.
Oh, yep. Yep. That's Yoru. You like the butterfly comb? It's funny.
Placing sentry. Here.
Keiser doesn't find anyone from UJ on ramp.
Jay is going to play this a lot slower, which is exactly what they need to do in this situation. Pretty low on
Scanning
creds.
ahead.
Yeah,
A
I
Marshal
mean-
and 2 sheriffs.
Yeah.
Here.
It's a rough financial sitch for
I have the
UJ.
sponge.
Kind of reminds me of '08, you know? But, yeah, right now UJ isn't really looking to win the round. Obviously, they'd be excited to win the round.
Get some
But-
good, not in a bad spot. 4 to 4. Well, I don't see them using their all.
No. Yeah, they should just be trying to take some guns out of enemy hands.
That is a knife that is suppressed by a. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There,
Last player standing.
I'll fire it.
Spike down A.
Devin's in a horrible spot to be in. It's like pop
Okay.
goes the weasel.
I mean, they picked one. Not exactly what they were looking for, but it was a save round.
They got
It's,
it.
Make sure to cover the angles I can't.
yeah. Like, we'll take it. It's kind of a questionable Reyna ult.
I will point
But-
out Sloth does have the Sloth spray, so I think they win.
It's a good
Flavor.
point. Yep. True. It is a very good point. I hadn't noticed that.
Let's get this
Playing
done.
Viper has to be like the same thing at the start of every round.
I mean, there's a lot of characters that kind of do that, though.
Welcome to my world.
So, Insta Keiser Viper rip
Poison's off.
on, I'm assuming on A. Yeah, it looks like it's on A.
Interesting.
Scanning ahead.
Well, I guess it
Placing alarm bomb.
confirms that UJ is going to,
Flashbang.
Yep.
but that seems like a lot of kills just for
Yeah. Ooh, good shot. Cat. It also does mean that the Viper is guaranteed on the site that she ulted, because if she leaves her ult for too long, it goes away.
Kaiser's stage.
One enemy remaining.
My ult is ready.
One. UJ wins the round. Pot of Greed just going off there.
We'll
out of
take it.
nowhere.
Pot of Greed truly is OP.
Yeah, that was
Probably
wild. I
best to
didn't even
play as a
realize the
team.
round was over until it was over.
There's a reason Pot of Greed is banned in tournament play.
Is it actually? What doesn't it just draw cards?
Yeah, so the way cards work in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is you can only play one monster a turn from hand, but otherwise you can play unlimited numbers of cards, unless the card specifies, and there's no
Here.
like mana system or cost
Let's
system or
fly.
anything. So Pot of Greed was basically just gain one extra card in your hand, because you're spending the card you're drawing to. There was literally no reason to not just run it in every deck. Fun fact.
I was never much of a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah, no, me neither,
Never
but
much, I mean, I never.
I learned how Yu-Gi-Oh worked specifically because of Pot of Greed. Because I wanted to know why it was so popular.
My ult's ready.
Shots from Koji dropping it. Reyna really quick. Another one. Good dash.
Suppressing.
Revealing area.
Wow, good updraft, though. Just one side. I like good red shot, as well as punching security. This is a good multi-side. Cowboy double peeking at the stage and dropping KO as
One
well.
enemy remaining.
All of a sudden, it's a 5v1. UJ with a fantastic push on the side.
Flawless.
Cowboy with a 3K. That's exactly what UJ needed.
Yeah, coming
Last
back
round
after an
before
eco
the
wins
switch.
the round, and then they flawless a round like that. That's pretty huge. I mean, this late into the half, it matters a little less, but it means they get to have whatever guns they want this
It'll
final
be
round.
nice going into the second half, at least tied up or up 2 rounds, regardless.
Yep. Yep. So I'm sure we're gonna be seeing
Here.
the Sage rip her ult
Sage
this
is
turn.
100% going to it doesn't look like anyone else is going to even get theirs.
No, I mean Toji has knives, but odds are he's not even gonna.
Good draft back. I wouldn't have taken that fight.
Yeah. Did linger a little longer than I would have liked to have seen, but he didn't die.
That's
So
the important
fine,
thing.
good enough.
We could see. I don't realistically. I don't see.
Taken out.
Beautiful shots.
Reloading.
Even sevens to get one and
I-
drops the killjoy.
I don't know how it's pronounced.
You
I just
will
heard you say
not kill
sevens.
my allies.
I was like, yeah, that seems
That's
right.
good enough. We could potentially see a Viper ult. He is only 3 off, but 3 off at this point, especially when he's already down. Koji is pretty low though. It only took 15 minutes. Boss does go down, no more Viper.
Oops.
Viper picks off KO, but Koji trades up.
Turret out.
Flag
Now
planted.
walk down.
Out.
Placing swarm grenade.
Good
Three.
shot.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, beautiful shot. Give him the ace.
Give him oh
Bada bing,
no! Oh, he was hitting the shots too.
True.
We were so
Beautiful
excited.
Crosshair placement from Toji there.
Oh
Not to be
man.
overlooked. A pretty good
Oh.
4K, almost a quad.
Yeah. That is. Oh, I'm just sad now. I
Man.
wanted it, and I know Toji wanted it.
Toji wanted it.
I don't know. Maybe it would have been bad if he got it though. Would have went straight to his head.
Maybe. Yeah, starts picking every gunfight. Peeks into a 1v5.
Quick peeks now.
What are we gonna see that's fast? So there's Toji here. There's. Okay. And then we've got KO in mid. Not a whole lot of action. Looks like it might be a B take.
Flashbang.
Enemy spot A. Defeated.
Swarm grenade out.
He's been finding the first.
Pretty boldly.
Right here. Right here.
Nope, those are swarm nades, but they have to be active for you to not be able to shoot them.
Knife deployed. 3 suppressed.
3 picked up on the KO knife.
4 seen by the Silva dart.
Very good info here. Toji got a point coming around. Out of greed, Toji falls as well. It's up to Sova and Viper. They did get tagged up quite a bit, but no doubt to heal them out. Fine, doesn't matter if
Spike
they headshot.
down A.
The spike's going back down. They have an idea.
30
where it is,
seconds
but
left.
they just let it
Spike
go.
planted.
Viper wall. Pretty impressive right now. Looks like they're-
One enemy remaining.
Not ready yet.
Watt gets the kill. Good round from you there.
And we get the defuse. Shee!
You failed. Now flee.
The UJ
Revealing area.
winning their
See,
pistol round.
Battles are won by geniuses, and I
Probably
am a
gonna see,
genius.
yeah, 4 or 5 specters. A Marshall. Okay, sure.
On Toji though, after that
Like-
crosshair placement with the Vandal, we'll see what he can do.
Okay, so that's why he bought the Marshall. It's because he's playing yellow box. Okay.
I
That
feel
makes
like
sense.
There's only 2 places you can hold with a Marshall on this map. It's A long, that whole sight line.
Yep.
in
Or
this spot right
this.
here.
Yep.
Even though I don't like this angle at all, I feel like I'm gonna get swung and tapped before I can get the cover.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got dash, so he's less vulnerable. He saw the quick peek there. He's got dash up.
Healer
Good
down.
shot. Oh,
Body shot.
right. Forgot that it one-shots to the body if they don't have armor. That's why it's a
Oh.
goodbye second round. Yep, I entirely forgot about that.
Best person to pick as well. Sage goes down, and it looks like KO gets dropped on A site. Just like that, the Marshall has.
Ooh!
Spike down B.
The wall
I
bang
was going to say
headshot.
the Marshall's got its value back, but
He's
now it's even better.
nasty. Oh, and that spike. I didn't even realize that. Extra nasty.
That is what I was going to suggest. I was wondering if they were going to have someone come up and watch this spike, just in case they do a quick hop around the corner. Dash is up.
I'm assuming Toji's just getting a little
30
antsy.
seconds left.
Go this.
One enemy remaining.
Yep.
Flawless.
Oh, I will point out, Sloth did get the kill on Silver.
Spike spotted B.
They did try to go
Come
for
in.
spike there.
Let's go. I got things to do.
True. Facts.
Turret out.
This half has been going quite well for UJ so far. UJ up 2-0 on the half. Yeah, I mean, granted, if you win pistol round, you should be winning the buy-up round. So it's really
Revealing
this
area.
round that's going to be defining whether or not UJ's going to keep their momentum. Toji still has the Marshall, which is a little interesting. He has to hit headshots now that they have armor. So either he's a little overconfident or he is very familiar with his own abilities.
He does have a three, but
I mean, it's the short.
Spike planted.
just knocked out the
Enemy mark.
once this stage wall goes down, the block is going to be in a tight spot.
Yeah, this is a little awkward.
Gets the Toji gets the
Oh,
kill, excuse me.
yeah, yep, we'll take it. Someone's dead. That's all that
Toji does
matters.
go down. Takes one.
Almost
Block
hits the
gets
spray.
save. That's very
Two
good,
suppressed.
especially on that health. They know where to go. Probably goes for the stun. 12 shots left. Done entirely.
Flashbang.
Last guy comes out.
Last player
Good
standing.
play, but unfortunately, TJ is not going to get the round.
Yeah, that was a pretty
Activating kill mode. That's a
textbook
joke. Kill mode is default.
Sage wall B plant, you know. But I do still think that Keiser played that pretty well. Like it's just so awkward to retake that
Yeah, losing
because
it-
of the Sage
Yep,
wall.
It was in such a tight position. Sloth, excuse me, gets knocked down to 16 HP right outside the pass. Does manage to trade up on the Sage though. That was embarrassing. Excuse me.
Whoa.
I have my water bottle here, but try not to drink into the mic.
One
That is a
suppressed.
wild knife. I just wanted to watch him throw that because I didn't know where it was going.
It
That
picks
is-
one up though. That's you gotta wonder how long people spend in these like firing ranges or in custom games.
Oh, just days at a time, I'm sure. People with games like this are insane. Like the amount of time that they put in is
I will point out, I know
unbelievable.
my fair share of Ooh, operator. No, my fair share of smoke. So,
Shutting them down.
Revealing area.
especially with an operator.
Turret destroyed.
You should run.
Deploying drone.
Yeah. It's Cypher.
Found the bomb. Killed my bot.
I feel like
One down.
Cody was a good pick on like
Bomb
Halo.
grenade out.
I feel like if guys were reload or like it should have been during Killjoy.
30 seconds left.
oh, you can't
One
quite
enemy
find a
remaining.
shot. Well,
It's a Viper.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, neither of your guns is super ideal in that scenario. So
Yeah.
you'd rather have the one that has a little bit more
10 seconds left.
forgiveness, at least.
Mike is down even.
I got your backs. Just, you know, from the front.
Anyone have funds to spare? Thank you.
Turret out.
It's a dirty angle.
Careful.
Like, just because of that split second that it takes to flick up, and also people don't like ever flick up, so most people aren't good at it.
Another thing, Toji did not hold this the last time he had a range, but
No.
I have to imagine that Keiser is going to think he's going to do something like this. They
Oh,
know they
yeah.
saved op from last one.
Turret down.
It does look like they are going to go for the switch there, but I think just me in general there is
Multiple enemies A.
Let's go. KIA. Frag it.
Smoke grenade out.
nowhere to
Spike planted.
Welcome to
One
Oh,
enemy
that
remaining.
is
That's
unfortunate.
a very
Last
good
player
pick.
standing.
1v1 still play.
Ultimate
Gets the one tap.
Oh, may I point out, with the Guardian.
Ooh. Best way to do it. They are going to grab the op as well. I didn't even realize he had a Guardian. I thought
Yeah,
he was like a Vandal or something.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. Yeah, what a 1v1 to take. He just challenged that with a Guardian and was like, "Yeah, I'm winning this. This
He
is
had to have felt
it's
pretty
mine."
confident. They knew where the Killjoy was.
Oh yeah.
It made it even better that she was caught on the reload because Sludge bot.
Oh, he has ult, doesn't he?
Can I
Both
get this?
Detain, ults.
Thanks.
What are the domes? You have Viper dome.
Oh,
you have Killjoy dome.
Yeah. There's what is it? It's Viper's Pit,
Don't overthink
and
it. That's my job.
then
Lockdown.
yeah, Lockdown sounds about right. It's something in that vein.
Never played Koji with an early pick on the KO.
Oh.
Sevens does get dropped by a headshot.
Poison's
Gets
gone.
one. He's a third.
Yeah, and that Sage is not re-peeking that. She okay. She shouldn't re-peek it. She
I
should
was
know
gonna
better.
say, you shouldn't peek it, but I do it just to send a message.
Yeah, but that like we're dumb. We would peek it because we're
I'm
bad
silver
at this
too.
game.
I'm
Yeah.
silver too.
Like realistically,
You should
she
run.
should know that she's not winning that.
Enemy Killjoy comes out on the A site here. Though.
Quick stand in it.
Swung
Spike planted.
Sloth. is
Sloth?
going to stand in it.
Enemy spotted A.
I think he meant to get out and didn't.
What's unfortunate that Marshall fire speed.
Oh,
Did she just not see
oh,
the
she just
Sloth?
didn't see him.
A little
Oh.
tough.
Woo!
Last player standing.
Doesn't even no scope. Oh, there's no quick melee. I forgot.
That is tragic.
My Overwatch came out. Run.
Yeah.
Mouse 5.
Act
Yeah.
on my intel.
Because
Don't
they
give
were
them
both
time
just
to
one
reposition.
health.
Yeah, unfortunate.
That was a wild last fight. I'll
Right.
say that much.
Viper one or Jet
Anyone have funds to
100%
spare?
bet if Reyna does not
Thank you.
have Empress out, because she automatically kills
Here.
orbs after getting a kill.
Oh yeah,
Fallen ult.
yeah.
Here.
I was thinking you just meant like in general. Like, I don't think Empress was doing a whole lot there, but yeah, I
but the slow
because of
drain on health.
yep.
Scanning ahead.
Quick angle play. 3 ults on now. Whatever KO's ult is called, and we're just referring to it as lockdown. Have to know it's A or B. Right? But
Spike planted.
Are powerless.
first KO. How about 7-6-1? We're getting dropped by the off.
Last player standing.
All of a sudden.
Can't
Does
quite
get
find
killed.
it.
They're in a bit of a tough eco situation here.
Don't
They
be
are
shy.
up.
I mean, they get a full by this round. If they lose this round, then they're definitely in a yucky spot. But as long as they can pull this one out, it should be pretty okay. And they're still up by 3 rounds. It's close, but it's not like UJ doesn't have any leeway at all. So it could be a worse situation. It's still fine, you know.
Blaze raiding on the party. Thank you. Hey.
That party of one is him. Sheesh.
Good.
Ian with the huge raid? The 1-person raid? I haven't even noticed Toji's crosshair. What is this?
Just a really.
It's a dot with a line through it. Why?
I always opted for the open cross in the center.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Rocket 13. Hollow.
Why does Stevens have the same one?
Is it just?
No, because it's...
Oh.
Suppressing.
I opt for something
Oh.
like cowboy, but I opt to not have something with the outline.
Yeah, no outline, and I like it green. The
I have
default
mine as
color.
red, and I actually took off the top crossbar.
Oh, so there's like 3 bits instead
There's
of 4.
it's just the bottom. It's just the bottom 3 rectangles.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It doesn't cloud heads as much on the
Sure.
long angles.
Yeah, I can see that.
I did run with the dot for a
30
while.
seconds left.
I switched.
Spike planted.
Ooh, off with the hip spray. Drops the Viper. Sage does have also. On for Fury.
Oh, that's... Yeah, that was a real awkward
it might
timing.
Have helped, though, because that.
No, because I think he... Oh, I think he hit the dink on the KO. Oh, he gets the spray!
Oh, are they not going to get the...
Did they get it? Oh, they didn't
I feel
get
like
him.
that was a bit unfortunate on UJ's part there. A bit of a lack
no.
of confidence.
Yeah,
2 players alive.
Match
One
point.
could have gotten killed.
yeah.
We end them.
Tragic. It happens, though.
Yep. It does make it match point, so I guess at the end of the day, that's all that's important. With Killjoy still up. Lockdown.
I'm just gonna look. Yeah, okay, you're looking it up. Yeah.
Alarm bot out. Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
Lockdown.
You're right.
Revealing area.
You're so smart and attractive.
Found them.
AO is called null/command. I feel like I could have remembered that. I played KO twice, though.
Turrets destroyed.
Took me a second to realize the round's been going.
Yup.
It's pretty quiet.
I'm gonna watch Toji for a little bit. He's got an op. Ops are fun to watch.
Keiser's in a pretty tough spot. They weren't bad on eco, however, having an op up and pushing this slowly makes it a bit tough for them.
Interesting that UJ is playing retake for A.
Revealing area.
Yeah, maybe they just say like,
Spike
yeah,
planted.
we have more ults and stuff than you do. Like our lockdown can just force you off of Spike.
Does lockdown just not come out?
Um,
I don't know. I'm not good at
I would think the same thing, but I guess not.
good pick. Toji
Finds
gets 2.
2.
Lock in sight.
I don't even think they know that
What?
is going to be the match for UJ.
Defenders win. One enemy remaining.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure they heard the defuse happening. They're like, yeah, what are they gonna do?
Viper walls out,
either
double
they-
jet smoke.
Either they peek the specific angle that the op is holding, or they have to rush it, and both of those are terrible options.
That's just a tough site to take on match point.
Yep.
The Killjoy came out and made a pretty big.
Yeah,
difference
just forcing everyone back like that is
there. Toji was
huge.
a massive gap in combat score. But that'll happen when you have 7 first bloods.
true. Yeah, that is a lot of first bloods.
That's quite a bit. Good econ rating as well. Pretty outstanding performance for Toji.
Yeah. Overall, UJ performing pretty solidly. Everyone going about even or better. So love to see that UJ's performing about up to expectations. Yeah, I go back.
Always
Okay.
expect the best from our team.
True. Very true. Just a UJ quality being the best. But I'm assuming they're just discussing what map to go to next.
Does UJ get to pick or does Keiser? If
I don't know who picked first,
I heard
so
correctly, UJ won the flip, so I'm guessing.
okay, so it's gonna be Kaiser's pick now. Yeah, I do know that UJ does like Icebox, but I mean, a lot of teams like Icebox, so it's not
Which is odd,
the
'cause
best
I
assumption.
don't like Icebox.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a big fan of Icebox either, but I don't disagree that it's pretty competitive. Like, it's definitely one of the
Yeah.
most competitive maps. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Icebox that makes me not especially enjoy it, but
I think for me, it's just how many engage angles there are, and they're not like different. They're all kind of the same. Like for A,
yeah,
it's that long hallway, but you can get peeked from 4 different angles.
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't. What would be my favorite? Fracture's not bad, but also fracture. Bind.
Yeah, I think I like Bind the most too.
Yeah.
And
And now that I'm thinking about it, I just really don't like any of the Valorant maps.
Haven is awful. I hate Haven.
Yeah. Haven's rough. Pearl's not bad.
I haven't played on Pearl because that's the new one, right?
Or was, yeah, Pearl's the one that came out right before Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what that sounded. I just said that out loud in my head.
True.
Yeah. But no, Pearl is a good map. I do like Pearl. Looks like we're gonna be subbing out. Go for
Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed. That's what it was. We didn't really watch a lot of Pot of Greed there at the end.
No, that's true. He was popping though, nonetheless.
He was, especially in that first half.
But now that you just got the Joe buff, I mean,
True. I mean,
I think it's just gonna be a 2-0. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie. Like the Joe buff is unbelievable. So I'm sure the teams are still just discussing who's doing what, where, when, and how. But we should be getting into it any minute now. What are you
chair a little
doing?
bit
What are
closer. I
you
can't
are you
spin around.
breaking things?
I forgot this is like literally as light as a feather, so it just moves.
Yeah, that is a surprisingly light desk, which is nice when you have to move it.
True.
But
This is last night Overwatch. So with the recent patch, what got changed? There was a map that got changed to an escort. Nepal got changed from a control to an escort. So last night the team, Arkfang is very quiet. Is his
and
mic
turn up
on?
the second. Yeah, that one. Turn that up.
I'm a very vocal person.
Try it again.
Testing.
Okay, what about-
There we go. I'm in the yellow.
No,
no, that was
I
you.
was in the yellow.
Okay.
So what
Moving
is?
on. We should probably check that.
No, I know it's plugged in. Here, I'm gonna mute us real quick, just so we don't like blow out your eardrums.
Again, I'm a very vocal person.
All right.
Testing. Is this better? It looks better.
Yeah, that definitely looks better.
Okay.
So we just swapped to a different headset because I guess the one maybe the mic
Yes, sir.
isn't working
Yep.
or something, but we'll get it sorted out after.
That
We've
might-
got a nice temporary fix, good enough for now.
It'll buff.
Feels strange. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Everything looks fine.
These don't pop off, do they? No, they don't pop off.
The only thing I could see is
Yeah, I guess try resetting that. You
Yeah.
can. You just unscrew that and then it pops out.
I'll screw all the way it does.
Yeah. Still weird, but we've got a fix. It's good enough. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
We'll have to. You get work study for all the electric boogaloo stuff. So
Try swapping the second and third ones.
going dark. Bravo 6 going dark. Testing, testing. Oh, maybe it's just the headset then.
Talk again.
Test. Testing. Testing.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay,
Yeah,
it works.
your headset's
I guess
definitely
it's just
on.
the headset.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to tinker with it afterwards. Strange. I mean, I guess it's good to know it's not the board. But they're expensive headsets, so that
Are they
feels kinda
actually?
bad.
These are expensive headsets?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Well, they're not like a gaming headset.
Yeah.
They're like a
Broadcasting.
production
Yeah.
headset. Yeah.
Better? Okay. Just got word from the outside world.
Well, I hope so. OBS is telling us it's fine.
Yeah. That's one thing I always keep an eye on, especially here, is audio levels.
Can you turn mine up just a little? Yeah, that works. Thank you. Just 'cause like you're in the yellow sometimes and I'm not.
Like I said, I have a very commanding voice. I say as I watch it not go into the yellow.
True. Wait, mine is picking it up. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. For a second I was concerned. Now my headset's not working.
Everything goes kaput. Did we decide on a map yet? I see it. I
Yep,
saw it.
we're on
Code.
Ascent.
Oh, Ascent. Okay. I do like Ascent. I do like Ascent, but that's also a good jet map.
I mean, it's not terrible.
I think it's good for her smokes. Excuse me.
Yeah, and I guess there's those boxes on sites that she can get on.
That I guess that's one thing I never really used was updraft a lot. I don't like,
It's so nice for taking
Mhm.
weird angles, you know.
especially if you're good with knives,
Mhm.
because they always go crosshair. But
And then if you use updraft, you can bluff it.
true.
Because like if they hear updraft, they're gonna be expecting, oh, he's up top.
Mhm.
So then you can bluff where you're at, which is super useful. Assuming that the person that you're fighting, you know, has a brain,
Yep.
which isn't guaranteed when
In
you're
Valorant,
playing video games.
yeah.
But some people do have the capacity for critical thought,
Mm-hmm.
and those people might be tricked by that. What is taking so long?
Yeah. Tochi's in game. Uwu Rar XD Alpha is also in game.
Yeah, I refused to say that name just because it upset me.
I was just going to say that hurt a little bit.
Yeah, that
I don't feel
that
like
did do some psychic damage.
I don't feel like the first 10 letters belong in the same phrase as alpha. Granted, I think alpha's lost a lot of its meaning.
True, actually. So I just noticed, why is one of Keiser's players on higher ping than the rest. That's weird.
34
maybe
versus
just, like-
30. We do raise some questions.
I mean, maybe they're just playing from a dorm or something. Because we know how dorm internet be.
Just gonna put this out there. I don't know how dorm internet be. but
you don't live in a
Mhm. Nope. I still live with my parents.
Look at you. You get free meals.
Also, kind of true. I did make some chicken yesterday for lunch.
Yeah.
Just salt and pepper, but my goodness.
It was spicy.
It was pretty good. Yeah, I put too much salt and I cry. Actually, one of my friends' his wife, put too much pepper on her eggs one morning and she cried because it was too spicy.
That is hilarious.
I wish I could
God,
be lying, but
I love people like that because they're so much fun to make fun of.
I will say I'm horrible with spice. Takis make me cry, but
That's wild.
the 24-hour live stream, I handled that one chip like a
you
champ.
actually did tank it like the best out of anyone, which was
If we do it
wild.
again, I did say that I would take 2.
So we don't have it planned, but I have 5 chips so I bought before the last one and they just never got eaten. So I'm gonna bring those down, and if anyone
Just in
wants
case,
to
yep.
do them, they can.
Quick
because
shout out for the 24-hour live stream. I
Yeah.
believe it's February 18th,
I
17th.
all I know is it's not this Friday, Saturday, but the next
It's
Friday,
the next
Saturday.
one.
I don't know numbers.
And
Dates
for
aren't
any
real.
UJ students, February 24th, casino night. Pretty fun event to go to. Last
Yeah,
year they did give away some pretty good prizes.
It was strange they moved it though. It used to be, or prior to them moving it, it was
March, wasn't it?
It was early March. It was the week before women's wrestling nationals. Or no, it was the week after. I'm sorry. But now it's like 2-3 weeks before. So I don't know why they moved it. Probably just because like a scheduling issue with all the stuff that they rent, like all the tables and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like, I'm
all
sure
the table.
there's-
I know they rent like a legit roulette table.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. And like all the
that
all
thing
the
that
dealer
just takes
tables.
a lot to set up though. Which
Oh, yeah.
it's a really fun event though.
Yeah, absolutely.
did go-
I love it.
I did go to a casino in Costa Rica, though, and I came out with I played blackjack,
Yeah.
made $120,
Jeez.
but I was scared for my life because everyone's speaking Spanish. First casino I'd ever been to. I can hear clicky and I don't like that. Well, if I got news for you, we could hook them up with the second headset.
Yeah, true. Very true. Below average. I'm assuming you did just get here. We found out that the headset that you were using yesterday is having mic problems, and it wasn't just where you had the mic relative to your mouth. So, yeah, not your fault. You're not to blame. And thank you again for casting last night, by the way. I
True,
appreciate
it
it,
wa-
and you too.
It's also nice to have someone in the booth to bounce off of.
Yep.
As much as I love casting, it's always better to do it with 2 people.
Yep, casting by yourself is just awkward sometimes. Like sometimes you don't really have anything to say, and then there's downtime, and like, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but
I
you feel kind of
always have
awkward.
something to say. I make sure I stream myself, so I make sure to
Oh,
keep things active. Although in between some of those COD matches last semester, going 10 to 15 minutes without a game, you
yeah,
know.
just rough.
Yep.
No, we're just going brimstone.
On
and-
Ascent, no, I can see it.
Yeah, on Ascent I can definitely understand it. I think
Valorant.
he's best on Bind.
Bind, yeah, because the
But-
3 smokes are pretty disgusting.
Choose
Yeah,
your
because like you
agent.
can just smoke off hookah, you can smoke off a short, you can smoke off
Showers,
shower.
lamps.
Yeah, like there's just so many.
He has so much. I mean, Brim
Yeah.
has utility. You would never think that 3 smokes is a bad thing, but on other maps, it's just too much sometimes. Like you don't need, and they last a long time.
Yeah, they actually last like 20 seconds. They last so long. Versus jet smokes that last like 5.
5 seconds.
Might be like 7. Whatever it is, it's super short.
Mhm. This is what I prefer to Overwatch. Well, last night Overwatch was different. We didn't have it to where we could see what the enemy team was playing.
Yep, which that kind of sucks.
Valorant and League, what I really like about casting League is you have 3 minutes before you get into the game for the delay. You can spend that entire time talking about team comps, itemization.
Yep.
And it helps because I play a lot of League, so I get to nerd out a little bit and talk about what I like about the comp synergies.
Yep. Meanwhile, I don't really know what items do. I don't know what a lot of champs do.
I don't know what like the specifics of items. I know what they do and what's important about them.
Well, we're hitting a little powwow.
The gritty.
We're getting it. We're schmoovin'. We're quirked up.
Oh. Loaded with the sauce. That bot scared me. Peeking with the frenzy.
That is a long angle to peek with the frenzy.
Blocking sight.
Jet smoke comes out. Ooh, the dink. But Stevens gets the kill. I really gotta ask him how it's pronounced at the end of this.
I've always pronounced it Stevens, but you said Sevens, and I was like, yeah, that seems
Yeah, but
right-ish.
it's S-E-A, so due to English pronunciation, it would be Stevens. And I think Stevens just sounds good. Cowboy with that good. I believe that was through smoke.
I'm not sure you can base it off of English pronunciation, though, because like there's so few actually English names.
Deploying drone.
Excuse me. I apologize.
Kind of rude.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help it.
Got him off a spike, but he did get
He
half.
does get put back on it, but Cowboy with a 3K. I will say, I think Valorant should add something in the future, what CSGO did, which is indicate in the kill feed whether it was a no-scope or through smoke or something. It's not game changing, but it's just nice to see when someone hits a nutty clip.
Yep, I do agree. Like it does have wall bang, but I would like to see like no scopes and smoke
Granted,
bangs.
it took CSGO how long? 12 years to implement that feature?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Stay safe.
Been playing a fair bit of CSGO lately with the boys, though, and it is funny
Placing sentry.
watching Valorant, just seeing how accurate most of the weapons are in comparison.
Which is funny, because Valorant does do the random spray pattern.
Yeah, so I suppose that's probably why
Yep.
weapons have to be a little bit more accurate by default.
And these rim smokes are going to come out, and now UJ can't push on with vision. They might still do it. That's a scary KO.
Yeah, that was a sketch.
Jet does dash on through smoke. They might not know she's on. Well, they know now.
No, yeah, they absolutely know.
KO lives, though. Molly's still up as well as Stimfield.
Placing alarm bot. Reloading.
Door does come down. And UJ with a pretty good chokehold on this site now.
Launching
Last
smoke.
smoke comes out. Jet holding heaven.
Multiple enemies.
Ooh, the dink almost screws it up, but
enemy
Joe gets the
remaining.
headshot.
Okay.
UJ with a really good buy round right there. That was clean.
UJ with a really good.
I had to.
Yeah!
There they are.
I don't want to yell, but
Oh, I don't care.
I had to think. I'm like, it's not an eco round, and it's definitely not pistol round.
Buy up. Because the round after you win a pistol round is buy up.
Buy up.
At least that's what I've heard it called.
And the round after losing a pistol round is commonly referred to as depression.
True. I don't know. Is there a name for it? Anti-buy up?
There.
Budget.
I got the spike.
That's a good.
There.
Budget's more.
Caution here.
I mean,
Actual
budget's like half buy,
Mm-hmm.
and second round after you lose pistol isn't really like half buy.
Granted, half buy is also referred to as an eco round usually. I guess that's
Yeah.
could be referred to the round after losing pistol as well, because UJ playing it very low and slow here. Nice
Oh, what?
raise.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, they're just playing on
I don't think Toji should swing this yet.
people getting antsy.
I guess maybe with KO, but I didn't realize KO was sitting on top. I thought they were forward, but it was just alarm bot. That's bad news for UJ. They knew no Jet is on.
Yeah, they know
B.
Jet's there. I don't think it hit KO.
It didn't, but also
Now
they know
KO's
KO's here now, and they don't see anyone. They know 2 players are on B push, They have to think something's going on over here.
Spike down.
Sloth
A.
does get dropped. Cowboy
30
gets dropped from
seconds
mid.
left.
Sevens does trade up though. 30 seconds left. I forget how short
Last
through the
player
smoke.
standing.
Yeah, just straight sprayed through the smoke. That's really unfortunate.
Koji wins these.
Ten seconds left.
Oh, the dash did go through, but didn't get anywhere.
Blindside.
True. Koji did dink Sova there though.
Yeah.
Once
Not
again,
quite enough.
Sova must have gotten a buff or something because there's 2 in this game. What a bulldog?
Yeah.
Bulldog.
I mean, he's got 0 creds. He kind of had to. Either that or like a Spectre. And at that point, you would rather have
I
the
would.
Bulldog.
Spectre's just a comfort weapon. I know it's bad, but I like the way it sounds.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do like the way it sounds. It does sound funny.
It's also not... I don't use the bulldog because it's like a 3-shot burst ADSing, right?
Yeah. The thing about it is it's such a fast burst that it's like it's not bad. It's definitely not bad.
Especially if you, because I'm assuming it's got to have some recoil on the burst.
Yeah.
So upper chest, you're bound it. You got a 2/3 chance, 1/2 chance at that point to hit the headshot. So.
Turret out.
I'm a. Did they call timeout? Oh yeah, they did call a tech timeout. Okay.
It was that 34 ping.
True. I wonder if it was. That'd be funny.
I see the tech timeout responsibility now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Cup Aki has a 195 ping.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Keiser University. Pembroke Pines. Is it Pembroke?
I think so.
That's a pretty good acronym, though. Cup.
True.
I like that. Udge doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Yeah.
Ooge.
We're already delusional, and we're hardly into the second
We're
map.
not even into the second
Oh,
game.
Man.
UJ up 2-1 though.
You mean Udge?
Excuse me. Udge. Ooge if we want to get a little bougie. Bougie with
Yeah,
the ooge.
yeah, true. It Ooge and
Reloading.
Champions. Oh, the Champions bundle. I never cared for skins that just say Champions or have the name of the skin pack
Yeah,
on the side.
like I think a skin has to actually, like it has to look nice by itself.
here.
I don't really care
Placing
about
swarm
anything behind the
Placing
scenes,
swarm
you know.
grenade.
I think the big thing with the Champions pack, if I remember correctly, was
Placing
the
swarm
knife.
grenade.
It was a pretty good
Placing
Okay.
swarm grenade.
butterfly Balisong knife.
Placing swarm grenade.
I think Killjoy has placed
Swarm
1 or
grenade.
2 swarm grenades.
Placing swarm grenade.
Doing some baseball practice.
Placing
Balls.
swarm grenade.
Worked out.
Here.
Throw it into the ice cream.
Here.
Throw it in.
Fun fact, since we're doing a tech timeout, on Shadows of Evil in Black Ops 3, right outside the spawn room, there's a laundromat. If you cook a grenade and throw it in, you can knock off a ticket and get 500 points.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Saying that
Like-
because my buddies and I have been going
Placing
through
swarm
Black Ops
grenade.
3 doing the Easter eggs.
Placing
Yeah.
swarm
We just
grenade.
finished Zetsubo no Shima, and to this day, Shadows of Evil is still one of the most
Placing
difficult
swarm
Easter eggs
grenade.
I've ever completed.
Oh, absolutely. It is
Placing
such a
swarm
hard
brutal.
Easter egg.
Just because of the flag step, and still to this
Placing
day,
swarm grenade.
I know
Placing
Dryden
swarm
Drak and
grenade.
Zetsubo. I've done their Easter eggs more times than I can count
Placing
solo.
swarm grenade.
Yeah.
I know how to do Dryden
Placing
Drak Easter
swarm
egg after
grenade.
4 years not playing the game.
Placing swarm
But
grenade.
that flag step on
Placing
Shadows of
swarm
Evil
grenade.
is brutal.
Yeah.
We got it
Placing
pretty
swarm
easily though. We
grenade.
first timed all the Easter eggs so
Placing
far.
swarm grenade.
Now we're waiting. We just haven't had time for
Placing
Gorod
swarm
Kobe,
grenade.
but there's that dreaded bomb step.
Placing swarm grenade.
And for those not familiar, there's
Yeah,
a step
I
in the
don't know.
Gorod Kobe
Placing
Easter
swarm
egg
grenade.
where you have to watch a screen,
Placing
play a
swarm
memory
grenade.
game with bombs,
Placing
and
swarm grenade.
you can insta-wipe your entire team if you
Ah.
input the
Placing
wrong
swarm
one. So it's
grenade.
pretty stressful Easter egg.
Placing swarm grenade.
On top of that, there's also 5 other mini challenges you have to do: 2 escort steps, 2 defends, and I can never remember the last one.
I don't know if they ever
Placing
did the
swarm
Gorod
grenade.
Krovi. Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I
Yeah,
could tell by the
unfortunate
200 ping.
200 ping. Oh,
300
300
ping.
now. 351.
Placing swarm grenade.
Keep going. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, he is struggling though. That's so high.
Placing sentry.
299.
Like
Calling my bot.
he's fluctuating
charges.
so fast too.
Yeah, that's unstable bandwidth.
Maybe he's like actually playing from a dorm though. That
Yeah,
very
that would
well
be-
could be. Like, cause that feels like the person next to you started streaming Netflix, and then all of a sudden you can't play video games.
I will say, did you see D1? There was a Valorant player for his college.
Placing swarm grenade.
He got
Placing
out with
swarm grenade.
appendicitis during a tournament.
Oh.
The team refused to reschedule because some people just don't want to
Sure.
be good sports.
Yeah.
So he played from his hospital bed
What a
after surgery
what a
and
Chad.
won the game.
What a Chad.
And it wasn't. It was like 13-2, 13-1.
What a unit.
Like, oh my goodness.
See, that right there is a man.
Recalling my
That,
bot.
that is
coming
very
back.
impressive.
Played on his sister's laptop using her. And if I've never been in a hospital bed, but I know for a fact the tray tables are horrible.
Yep.
So to play on hospital ping on your sister's gaming laptop while having appendicitis and winning,
Yeah, like
Absolute
imagine being the other
monster.
team.
like they did say in the news article that they regretted not rescheduling because it's kind of just a scummy thing to do.
Yeah, that feels.
But also getting
pretty bad.
absolutely disrespected.
Yeah, imagine being the kind of person that's like, no, we're not gonna reschedule, and then just getting hard
Yeah.
dominated like that. Didn't something similar happen semi recently to their Valorant team?
With our Valorant team?
Was it in the fall or was it last spring? I remember something happening. No, it was we had to do a redo and then
Yep.
then we dominated them. Yeah, that was funny. I have no remorse for that.
Wasn't it a pretty...
Oh yeah, they were like, you guys were stream sniping us, even though they had a delay. You know, like they were.
Well, that's
No. I take that back. It was, your casters are feeding your guys information. That's what it was. And then we proceeded to redo the match, and we picked a flash comp, and we proceeded to chain flash the last guy for like 30 seconds.
That feels so bad.
Yeah, I mean that's what you get.
Yeah.
When you do stuff like that. But yeah, that was funny. Not exactly super sportsmanlike, but like
Also rescheduling the game.
yeah, like they were worse. We'll take it. Switching computers. Oh, maybe he isn't in a dorm. Maybe his computer is just
Are they
on the
capable of-
fritz again.
Yeah, are they capable of... Don't they have to restart the game then, or...
That's a good question. I would think
Unless they... The only thing I could see...
so. Oh, well,
leaves the game, signs in on another computer, reconnects the game.
yeah, yeah.
But
That has to be what they're doing. Still sucks though.
yeah, Killjoy,
mean-
I understand you have to go with the yellow, but yellow nails, yellow.
Too happy.
I don't even think yellow is like a happy color. I just think yellow is a gross color.
The only people that I've ever seen with yellow fingernails are very like bubbly happy people. You
True.
know.
We were just discussing this in the lair previously. Apparently in the new Hogwarts Legacy game, the
Yeah.
only people able to go to Azkaban are Hufflepuff.
What?
And I said the only downside to that is you have to be Hufflepuff. I say as I rep, I'm not Ravenclaw, I'm
Placing
Gryffindor,
swarm
but
grenade.
last Christmas my family did get me Hogwarts socks, so I'm repping the Ravenclaw right now. Because unfortunately my Gryffindor and my Slytherin socks got lost in my luggage, so I've only got the Hufflepuff and the Ravenclaw. Sloth's getting a little antsy.
True.
Turn out.
I don't know, I was watching some people play the Hogwarts game in the lair, and it looks... Visually, it looks very good.
Good at least. Why can only Hufflepuff go to Azkaban? Are
I'm
there
not
like
sure.
Are
I
there?
think it's a quest line. It's got to be like school specific.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
maybe like Cyberpunk with the 3 different paths or
Oh.
something.
Yep. I was like, where are you going with Cyberpunk
I got
and Harry Potter?
I got very
Yeah.
into Cyberpunk. I played like 87 hours worth of it.
Yeah.
100% it. Liberty expansion comes out this month. Spider-Man 2 comes out, not this month, this year. Spider-Man 2 comes out this year. Very
Yep.
excited for that. Dead Space remake. I've been playing that on stream.
I've heard it's actually done pretty well.
Very pretty. I can have it on low settings, and it looks very good. I have to have it on low because anything higher and it takes up 65% of my CPU.
Happens.
Outrageous because I recently upgraded my computer and it's a beast now, but
How is Cyberpunk now? Is it like actually worthwhile?
I think so, yes. Especially with the 1.16 patch that they released. They fixed a lot of the bugs with it.
Yeah.
And I think even aside from that, during the bugs, the story, after playing through the story and like getting to know the story,
Yeah.
I would put it maybe top
Placing
5 games
swamp grenade.
of my favorite games of all
Placing
time.
swamp
If not
grenade.
top 5, definitely top 10.
That is some high praise for a game that came out as broken as it did.
Even when it was broken, I really enjoyed it, but the story is genuinely just very good. Like, at the end of it, I felt depressed because there's really no... I mean, the game's been out for 2 years.
There's
no
good ending.
good
right?
ending.
Yeah.
There's optimistic endings.
Yeah.
But even during the one
Placing
ending
swarm grenade. Placing swarm
with Johnny,
grenade. Placing alarm
I
bot.
kind of did the bad ending,
Yeah.
and it was really hard to go through with it because Female V's voice actor did a phenomenal job. I believe her name is Jeremy Lay.
Sure.
Lay. She's in a lot of anime stuff,
Okay.
so I'm not familiar with her, but she does a phenomenal job.
Bot recalling my bot.
Speaking of anime voice acting, found out last night that the English voice actors of both Sasuke and Gaara are in Fallout New Vegas.
Sasuke, is that... Don't tell me. Is that... I don't want to sound like an idiot. I'm not versed in anime. Is that Naruto? Naruto?
Yeah, they're both from Naruto.
That's what I thought. Really? Both in New Vegas?
Yep.
There's so many characters in New Vegas, I couldn't even begin to think.
But there's like not that many voice actors. Like
all
you
the
see them-
NCR soldiers sound the same.
Yeah.
Keiser.
But did you know that Benny is, I forget the guy's name. He played Chandler in Friends.
Really?
Yeah.
That's Benny's voice actor.
Yep. And the best part was he reached out to Obsidian and was like, "Yeah, can I voice act in New Vegas? I love Fallout."
Fallout 3. I played a lot of Fallout New Vegas when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I only played Fallout 3 after I got my computer. I really like Fallout 3. I like the greenish tone to it versus the yellow of New
Oh,
Vegas.
I'm not sure I can agree with that one.
I don't know. I like the green compared. I will say Fallout New Vegas has a better world though.
Yeah, I
Placing
think
swarm grenade.
the
Placing swarm grenade.
the one thing that's marginally better in 3 is gunplay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 10mm pistol feels fantastic.
Yeah, but otherwise, I think New Vegas is
Placing
kind of
sentry.
just better.
I did see a meme the other day about people who knew how to play Caravan.
Placing sentry.
One of my bigger
I know how to
flexes
play
is
Caravan.
I knew how to play Caravan. I don't know if I do now, but I used to know how to play Caravan because there is an achievement. Oh, looks like they're ready to go, but there is an achievement for getting kicked out of every casino because if you win too much, you
Yeah,
get kicked out.
yeah, I forgot about that achievement.
Welcome, iPhone Pro. Oh, gang it. Oh.
I'm just gonna start timing people. Purge messages.
Brace up, baby.
What does that mean? Does that mean I'm getting old that I don't understand that?
Brace up, I think it's like 4 to 5.
Points of
Oh,
rest.
Oh, I'm getting old.
Dark comes
I'm
out.
balding.
Oh,
I don't understand
no.
lingo. Today at work, a client, he said he thought I was 50 the first time he saw me.
Real,
Yeah.
I would just be insulted.
I
at that
don't
point.
I don't think my balding's that bad.
I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have said it if you had, or I wouldn't have
Well,
noticed it if you hadn't said anything.
You would have thought it, but you wouldn't have said anything.
I don't think I would have even thought it, to be polite. We'll say Toji managed to drop Brimstone before getting dropped by Keiser's Jet as well. Pretty interesting swing by Joe. Gets the shots on target with the Bulldog though.
I hate hip firing with the Bulldog. One, because of its fire rate, and
I think
and
that's just
two,
another thing I don't use with the Bulldog.
Like you have to ADS.
That burst just seems so deadly.
Yeah, it's I overheard Tio Spoiled 2 and one of our other friends discussing the Bulldog a little while back, and I think they both came to the consensus
Launching
that
smoke.
you should almost always be ADSing with the Bulldog, no matter
It's
how
got to be
close
something.
you are.
Yeah, it's a good skin build here. However, right into the Killjoy nade.
Yeah,
I do like Joe's Kuna. As someone who plays Jet and Akali in League, the kunai looks pretty good.
Yeah.
13 seconds left. Location does come out. 7 drops to enemy
Doja.
I almost said
Soldier
Sojourn.
Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy tells them.
Laser Strike is out. Sloth drops KO. There's so much happening right now.
Last player standing.
Orbital Strike, that's what it's called. Now it's up to Joe.
One enemy
Situation
remaining.
gets 1. Swings 2.
Oh!
That's why they put me in.
Oh, we can
And
hear
we
the
can hear-
team popping off too. Like I said, Joe buff.
Joe buff. From what I've heard during practice, Joe has been performing during practice.
Really? That's
yeah.
awesome. Because I know he started out like relatively new to Valorant. Not this year, but last year. And so it's
We were in the same boat.
yeah.
And he had been expressing that maybe he didn't want to compete competitively, but
Compete competitively.
yeah. Compete competitively. I think there's a difference between I could never play Valorant in a collegiate esports setting.
No,
I don't think I like Valorant enough to even play with it.
yeah.
But versus something like Overwatch or League especially, I love competing in League. And
Yeah.
it's been really tough not to be able to do that the last 2 years. But
Smoke's down.
Yeah, I can understand
that
that.
was a good headshot onto Killjoy. That's a lot of shutdown taken out of the match right now. Oh,
Cowboy
he
does get res.
null commanded.
I can understand not wanting to compete in Valorant. Honestly, a lot of the time I didn't even want to compete in Hearthstone. So, but it was definitely the most tolerable game to compete in just because of like how casual the game kind of is.
I don't know if Toji should be really pushing up into the smoke at only 40 health. They know where 1 is. They have to know where they know where Sova is now.
remaining.
That's just something else. Toji's playing like he owns the place.
Is that an op or is that a Marshall?
I'm pretty sure it has to be a Marshall. It's only if it's an op. That's a very interesting buy on round 5.
What are they doing over there? When the
Round
play's not
5 is
working, calling them
fine.
I think it's oh, and it looks like we're taking another tech timeout.
Oh god.
I don't think they can opt by when they 3-1, 1-3 for Keiser.
Hipfire best, clicky cringe.
Does look like Aki is just
You shut your mouth, Champagne Sheriff.
nasty. 2 minutes left on tech timer. True. How long is the tech timer then? 10 minutes?
I want to say it's 15 minutes, which like, on one hand, it sucks being the guys that are like, yeah, your tech timer
15
has been spent. Like you
But
gotta
also,
you gotta play.
We did just
but-
spend a 13-minute tech. Oh, Joe letting him know in the all caps.
Yeah. But like
13 minutes is a very long tech pause. and
yeah, it can't keep happening. Like stuff has to keep going. You can't waste all that time. But yeah, like it sucks being the team enforcing it, but like it also
you
sucks being
also
the
have
team on
to
the
enforce
receiving
it,
end.
Yeah.
So it's just unfortunate that stuff has to happen at all. But as is technology, you know, humans and technology, they don't really go hand in hand a
True.
lot of the time. It be like that. Like in the past week, we have had so many computer issues down here.
True.
So
I have nothing to do with any of them or any way to
Yet.
resolve them, but I've been seeing it a lot in the Discord. There's been
I worked on this one. I re-imaged one of the nooks.
for
We
found one was a monitor issue.
Yep, which is kind of fixed. It's running at 60 hertz right now, which sucks,
You're
but
peasants. I definitely don't run
but-
at 60 hertz anyway.
Placing swarm grenade.
so that one's fixed. And then there was a stuttering issue with one of the
Turret
Overwatch
out.
players, but I thought I
Wasn't that the
fixed it.
re-imaging one?
No, that was a
That was
different
a different one.
So the re-imaging one was well, it was one of the new nooks actually where Windows got corrupted and just wouldn't boot at all.
I learned just this week that those computers
I'll take
were the
point.
computers. They look like
Yeah,
modems.
a lot of people don't. They don't understand that those computers are actually the computers because they're the size of like
A router, like a Wi-Fi router.
yeah, like a small tablet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're not large. They're super small, and they run games pretty
Get out
fine.
of my
Like you
way.
can't be on max settings or anything. You can't be pumping out 12 billion frames or anything.
Yeah.
But like, they run pretty
I
decent
run
for what they are.
144 on League, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And on
Yeah,
the good monitors, that feels really nice.
Yeah, League's not super intensive. Toji's mouse spun out again. Feels bad. Or maybe that was just a strange flick.
Yeah.
But
I don't really know what to comment on the game state at this point because I forgot what it was. It's been 15 minutes and we've played one round.
So UJ's eco is pretty solid. Toji's head less
Not-
solid.
Yeah, no more solid.
Keiser
does have 2 ults up. Knives are out. Both Brim ults are up. Orbital Strike. That's what the name is called. And then Lockdown is up as well for UJ.
Knives out. I love that movie.
Launching
Is it
smoke.
good? I've heard very good things.
I don't watch movies. I've never seen Knives
I've
Out.
been watching them with my girlfriend, but
Yeah.
never been one to watch movies.
Yeah, I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies.
That's a very
Get
good
out.
Orbital Strike. He does manage to make it out. Only losing a bit of health, but really, is that the best play to go for the plant
Last
again?
player standing. Spike down A.
Yeah, I
Got
think
the
so.
spike.
It was a strange spot for the Brimstone to be. Yeah, that's
very
just
tough angle to
unfortunate.
play off of.
Yep. Yeah, back when I was playing Valorant casually, which like wasn't much, but whenever I would be in a situation like that where I had to fire horizontally through that like catwalk, I don't think I ever won one of those gunfights.
It's such a
ever.
any of those elevations, but
Because
another thing to point out is in the heat of the
Time for a
moment,
field test.
like I was talking about maybe planting there, but in the heat of the moment, you're not thinking 100% clear.
But there's also bullet deviation when you fire through.
I was about to say that's a pretty rough angle to peek.
Yeah. But whenever you fire through any surface, and so you know you're gonna be pretty familiar with the vertical surfaces, but the horizontal ones are gonna be super
Yeah.
strange.
Bomb grenade out.
Smoke's down.
Talking about bullet deviation, I haven't been playing a lot lately, but a lot of Tarkov,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
Time sink.
this last week or so I haven't been playing much Tarkov, but prior to that I was hitting the white pretty hard.
Yeah, I think I'm only level 8 after playing about a week.
Yeah.
Very good Hunter's Fury coming out. Ooh, Joe's got the schmoves. They don't call him Joe Schmo for nothing.
Go moves.
He does still have Orbital Strike up. Oh, he's not going to get to use it this round, though.
Takes
No, he's
Player
not.
Okay.
standing.
Ooh, and KO. 25 health, 30 health. Gets one. Ooh, not able to get a second, though.
Yeah, that's just a rough situation. Speaking of rough situations, I think TJ is
On full eco now.
yeah.
Knives are ready, though, so at least Toji's in a decent spot. Orbital Strike and Hunter's Fury both up as well. But Seven's only 3,000 creds going into the round.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're debating whether they want to like half eco, they want a full eco, because they can't really full buy this round. So I think they're
Not,
just,
especially not with an op in play. I think Guardian's not a bad buy.
yeah. I like the Guardian. I think it's pretty fun. I
As
think it's a
for
little
everything-
underrated.
Yeah, the Stinger, interesting buy. Knives come out as predicted. Hunter's Fury is up as well, though, so UJ might be able to turn something here. Toji might look to peek this, but that's
I
suppression.
can't use that.
I cannot believe this ability has not been touched yet. Even from a non-competitive standpoint, 8 seconds on a basic ability with a 45-second timer just seems a
Kind
little
of busted.
overkill.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Toji's gonna fall right away.
Alarm bot out.
Launching
Does
smoke.
look like we're running into
Beacon
pod
here.
time, so it is gonna be uploaded tomorrow now.
Ooh,
Wait to find it.
Down
We
you
Joe
find it
does get
eventually.
one though. Picks up the Vandal. Molly's coming out.
Turret out.
2v3 right here. Orbital Strike is still up, and it looks like it's going.
Smoke's
Nope,
down.
that's smoke.
Last player standing.
At this point, you just save.
Open up
Orbital
the sky.
Strike's going to come down. Does he have the lineup?
Molly.
Ooh. I don't know
But
if
does it matter?
it
Oh,
does.
yeah.
I don't think he had the Molly lineup, but
No.
that's
Oh,
just,
he
oh,
did.
did.
They just tanked it. Or maybe it didn't come down fast enough.
That could have been it.
joke. Kill mode is default.
So it's still a rough-ish spot for UJ.
They
Just-
are going to opt for a full buy though.
Yep. If they lose many of these guns, they're still going to be in a pretty rough economical spot.
Hunter's Fury is up. Null Command 2 points off of Ultimate, and Killjoy is only 3 off of hers. So realistically, UJ could turn it around right here. And even if they don't, they have one more round to work with, I think, before it really gets tough to.
Yeah.
One suppressed.
Only one person comes up
I
on
can't
the
use
night.
that.
I don't know if Toji should be peeking this year, especially since we know Jet has the op, and Jet was the one detected on Dart, so or not Dart, Knife, excuse me.
Kind of the same thing. They do similar things.
I would say Knife is an infinitely better ability though, just for again that suppression.
Marginally worse for info, but
Makes up
it also
for
goes
in
through
utility.
walls, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
that's
Yeah.
a little wild.
Here.
Just get a little nervous every time they look there.
Deploying drone.
Owl drone is a good call here.
Enemy tag.
They are gonna find the Killjoy drone.
It is a good tag.
That is a good tag. Ooh,
Not dead yet.
Toji. Oh. Toji takes a 50 caliber to the chest and walks it off like the champ he is. Cowboy's not even gonna make it out. Toji's in such a disgusting area right now. Door does come down, finds one on the Killjoy though. Brings the corner into the Sova. 1v2 situation. Hunter's Fury still up. 7 bullets left in the gun. Tough position to be in. I don't know if they know where the brim is. I just don't know if that's the peak to go for there.
That was a fast shot too.
We get a pick. We move in. Got it?
I don't know if you just opt to take on the Brimstone and Pit and then look to deal with the Jet later, but 15 seconds here in such a tough spot. I just don't know if the op peak is the way to go.
Placing sentry. Here. Here.
I do like Sova's glove. Classic archery glove, but it looks comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll find them.
Hunter's Fury
Right
still
here.
up and Null Command ready to go now as well.
Launching smoke.
Calm down.
One
Ooh,
suppressed.
that was
That's a very good knife there.
yeah for Keiser.
I feel like they got hit by that 8 seconds ago and they just now came off it. I just don't know how that happens to touch personally.
Pretty dumb.
Killjoy is very good here.
Placing
I think this is a very good ult. It hits everything on B.
Yep.
Prepare for hellfire.
Over the Oblivion Strike coming down. They zone them off a little bit. Shark Dot goes through.
Flash.
Push on the site here. They have to expect at least one in pit. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any, but both KO flashes come over the wall.
I think Lockdown would have hit that. No.
It would have. If you looked on the map, it actually did cover all of B site, which is what I...
Oh yeah. I just didn't look.
I think that was a really good ult, especially to push on the site. Sloth does fall, however. Null Command out now as well. Sova very low, 9 HP. Doesn't get the KO. KO goes down as well. Now it's up to Joe.
Last player standing.
That's some
It
rough
has
timing.
to prep the molly before you turn that corner, I think, but unfortunate situation to be in for UJ. They had a really good push on the site, but I think Keiser might have played it a bit better with utility.
Yeah, to be fair, Joe buff can only be applied every once in a while. You can't expect him to clutch up every round.
I'll teach him to respect their elders.
Oh. That was a little odd.
No, his mouse is not working. Okay, got it fixed, I guess. Or maybe it was an alt-tabbing issue. I think his mouse has been spinning out.
I think that was Koji more.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah.
Safety's
Yeah,
off.
it must have just been an alt
On
tab
the mid
issue then.
connector. Oh. That's it.
Flashbang.
Turret out.
You are powerless.
Hey, oh,
My ult's ready.
Ripping that early is just devastating.
Yeah, it shuts down their push. It gives Keiser a lot of time to
Like,
rotate.
look
now.
at this.
Here.
And now here comes the 8-second suppression knife.
Yeah, spent 45 seconds. You just gotten to spend basically none of their utility, which, I mean, I guess does mean UJ still has all their utility, but, like, they're not putting their
Smoke's down.
default abilities on cooldown.
Down, Jet pushes on the side. It feels very good. Comes down on.
You should run.
One gets picked off by Marshall. There's so much happening right now.
Spike down A.
Marshall's blind firing through, picks up the Spectre. 3v5,
Last player
2v4,
standing.
1v4, goodness. I didn't even realize the Killjoy came out, but
Yeah, I'm not sure it was super needed.
unfortunate. Sloth could look to get one maybe. He gets one.
He took a Valorant. He took a Vandal out of their hands.
Last
True.
round in the
We'll
half.
take it.
Buy all you need.
And I mean, UJ is a CT-sided team, you know.
I think at this point UJ just looks to full buy, at least take the round. That's the best they can hope for.
Yep. Because, I mean, there's not really much of a reason to not full buy this
Oh,
round.
there's that. It's the last round of the half. They absolutely do full buy, but I
Yeah.
think they just look to do what they can to take this round out.
Yeah.
Only Hunter's Fury ready, but I think that was Orbital. No, Jet Knives is 7, so Jet is 1 off for ult. However, Hunter's Fury still being held by Stevens. And Orbital Strike for UJ up as well.
Yeah, I suppose they're probably looking...
Scary op peak there.
They're probably looking to use the Hunter's Fury post-plant
Yep.
and just haven't had the opportunity
And
to.
I think that's exactly what they've been doing, but once again, like you just said, they haven't had the opportunity to get it out. Stevens with a good pick on Aki.
Bot coming back.
However, there is still an off in play, and Keiser does have Hunter's Fury up as well. Ooh,
We find the head.
gets the headshot. Sees one more. Oh, full shock darts. Cowboy goes down.
Reloading.
Revealing area.
Enemy spotted A.
Nowhere to run.
Hunter's Fury. I almost think it's better to give someone else the spike and just have Orbital Strike ready to rain down. Sloth does manage to pick off Sova though. Just Jet Grim.
One enemy remaining.
Orbital Strike Kevin. Never mind. Stevens gets the kill for a nice little 3-piece.
Pick up the op. Pick up the
Save
op.
up.
Yes!
Switching
Go.
sides.
Oh,
Oh.
the game took it from him.
Just give it to him.
The UJ down by 2 rounds.
Best case scenario there. Take the round right before half. Close
Yep.
up that gap a little bit.
Yep. And to be fair, this was Kaiser's map pick as well.
That Killjoy paint scared me a
Placing
little bit.
swarm grenade.
Oh yes, the dog. At least I think it's a
Placing
dog.
swarm grenade.
Dude.
Right here.
There he is, our boy.
Track them down. Scanning ahead.
Relatively standard recon dart there. Doesn't see anything.
AO Knife finds 3 on the other hand. That Frenzy, unfortunately, not able to get the kill. He does tag up quite a bit on KO though. They do know Sova is there as well.
Shock dart.
Spike planted.
Blast comes out.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Jamestown normally full by smokes round 1?
Not ready yet.
maybe on defense, but I feel like that's more optimal for offense. That's a good KO knife. Only finds one, but it might be enough. They don't have a lot of time to play with here. 2v4, 2v3. They see one in the connector. Up the Killjoy, and she's just not in any position to do anything. That's a tough round for UJ.
Yep. Well, when they've got a crossfire like that,
Remember to talk to each other out there.
they're smoked off
Communicate, we win.
for, you know, 40 seconds, I think it was in heaven. Like, yeah, that's about how that's gonna go most of the time.
Let's go.
I wish it showed where he was launching the smokes.
Yeah, I always thought that was a little odd. Granted, I guess it's a separate UI, but
Still, like,
we're in 2023 and it's Riot Games.
like, there's no way it's that hard to put into the game. Like, it's not like Bethesda trying to code literally anything. Like,
Bethesda codes everything on a wet pancake.
a wet, undercooked
Yeah.
pancake. And then the community takes that pancake and puts
planted.
butter and syrup on
Beautiful
it,
things.
and cooks it
Gobbles
perfectly.
it up. Cowboy finds one. That's on an eco round.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Act
Let him
on my
cook.
intel.
True.
Don't give them time to reposition.
I would play more Fallout, but man, does it suck to get running. It's always a chore. It was the same
Yeah.
thing with Resident Evil 4 when I played through that. I spent an hour just trying to get that to work.
Yeah.
That another game coming out this year, Resident Evil 4 Remake,
Oh, I forgot about
looks
that.
phenomenal.
It is funny how remakes are now like actually going decently instead of just being jokes like they had been for the past few years.
Last of Us Remake, haven't played it personally. I own it, but I don't own a PS5 to play the Firefly
Yeah.
Edition.
Wait, what? Was it a gift? Is that why? Or did
No,
you
I
just buy it 'cause-
pre-ordered it.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel obligated to pre-order every Last
Enemy
of Us thing
spotted mid.
because it is my favorite game of all time.
One of those
Ooh,
people.
unfortunate shots for Cowboy there, but
Good shot onto Cowboy.
also true. I did pre-order the Prize and Collector's Edition just for the statue. Still can't play it because I don't have a PS5, but
I mean, I guess that's a little bit
told you
more.
with a good headshot. 3
understandable.
health as well. Good trade. I
Yeah,
do love the first Horizon,
Here.
though. I didn't just buy it on a whim.
better at least.
I was thinking about pre-ordering Baldur's Gate 3. Don't even know what it is, but it came with a cool Cthulhu statue.
No, don't do that. I mean, Baldur's Gate is good, but I mean, I wouldn't pre-order something like that you don't even know.
But
what
let
it
me
is.
tell you, Joe with a good headshot there on the Phantom does fall to a Spectre, but he did manage to hold sight long enough for UJ to rotate.
Scanning ahead.
Unfortunately, all
Spike
3
planted.
taking hit. Never mind, they've got notice. Does get dinged. Takes out the storm grenade. 23 shots remain.
Hey, good thing there's no friendly fire.
Right here.
I've hit Nick Evans.
Last player standing.
Ooh,
That is tragic.
that's a tough round for UJ, but
Yeah.
they're in such a rough spot
They
at this
demand a
moment.
fight. Who are
Yep.
we to disobey?
The judge.
So unless UJ can pick things up soon, it's looking like it's gonna be going to map 3.
Of course, you want to be optimistic, but 5-10 already in the second half. Haven't won a round on this half. It's a tough situation to be in, especially when you see something along the lines of 2 Buckies. And excuse me, shorties, not Buckies.
Even better.
He's
Make
got the
that
115.
So, UJ used to be a very defense-sided team. I guess that's not the case anymore.
Well, they did experience a change in leadership.
oh, their roster changed
Yeah.
massively.
Good shots from Cowboy there. Finds one, 4v4 situation. That
Spike
only gets pegged
planted.
up a little bit, though. Ooh, this could be rough for Killjoy. He does manage to get out in time.
Nah, that flash came from Ace side. There was no way
Revealing
he was
area.
getting swung there.
There they are.
Did he bring back a Vandal?
I think he did. It worked. Oh,
One suppressed.
good shots from Sloth.
Reloading.
They need to get onto site though. They know where the last one is.
Reloading.
They have to go now or else they're going to run out of time. No
Yeah.
shock darts remain. I don't know if they have time for this. They're not even going to go for it.
This is nothing.
Yeah, they don't get it. That is very unfortunate.
Last player
Very good
standing.
shots from Cowboy though, but unfortunately, they're not going to get the round.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they looped
Let's
around
ruin
where
their
default
day.
was, because they were assuming that that's where plant was, and it wasn't. And I think that's actually what lost them the round there.
I
is
think if they go for the defuse right away,
yeah,
but I definitely also thought it was in the default plant.
yeah. So that's super unfortunate. I'm not sure whether that's they actually didn't know where it was, or if that's just a lack of communication to.
I will say, if we can take anything away from this game, it seems comms might need a bit of work for UJ. I think
Here and there.
Yeah.
They don't seem too terrible.
it doesn't seem bad at all, but you have things like that round where I think in the heat of the moment so much happened.
Yep.
But the one thing that it still doesn't sit right with me was that KO on Icebox. I think it wasn't anything significant because they still win the round, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely is going to be a bit of a blow to the ego for UJ, though. So let's just hope they don't take it too hard.
You are powerless.
Low take, but it looks like
going to be no command out from Keiser. Lockdown is up and ready to go.
Down B.
Some rough shots from Cody. He does get the kill though. Oh. And out of nowhere, UJ just gets wiped trying to push onto site. Jet dashes out.
should be able to thirst KO.
Player
Ooh,
standing.
up to KO now for Cowboy. No ultimate. They know where two are. That's all there is left.
30 seconds left.
Spike still hasn't gone down, fortunately.
Spike planted.
Flashbang. Grenade out.
Yeah, I don't see how he wins this.
It's just such a tough situation to be in, but they have to both be in pit, right?
Yeah, prove me wrong, Cowboy.
Net deployed.
And we're gonna see that come through the
Two
wall.
suppressed.
Pros never fake. Oh, and just unfortunately, just such a tough situation. Jet and Killjoy picking off 3 of UJ's players there.
Mm-hmm.
It was going so well, but one spray was managing to
Human
turn the
brains are hard
entire
to
round
replace.
around.
Mm-hmm.
Need a drop.
Everyone is either has ult or one off of ult, but unfortunately, Kaiser's in a pretty similar situation. They don't have Hunter's Fury or Null Command. They do have Orbital Strike and Lockdown though, which could Lockdown could make or break the game right here for both sides.
Yep. Yeah, it also looks like
Clear to
Koji
engage.
isn't having
Weapons
the
hot.
best map of his life, and that's not really helping much when your top fragger from last match is having a bad map.
Enemy marked.
Enemy spotted mid. Variable removed. Lock in sight.
Gets a gun.
Very true. 5v3 as well. Toji is considerably low. Unfortunately, Joe gets one-tapped. Sloth
Spike
manages to
down
pick
A.
Brimstone though.
One
That's come
enemy
out.
remaining.
Does manage to pick KO. The shock dart.
Yep.
Out of nowhere, UJ just in such a tricky situation. They do have Spike down, but
Placing sentry.
that is a good sentry, I think.
They don't have.
Did they not?
No.
No, they did. They had. It wasn't planted.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
what,
I-
I see what you're
sorry.
saying.
Say it, but
We need to work on our
probably
comms.
best to
Yeah,
play as a
apparently.
team.
Yeah, I suppose you were clear and I just misunderstood you.
Good shots there from Sloth at the end there. Found Sova right away and just
Placing swarm grenade.
Still on map point.
Here.
Doing that with a Phantom too. That's
I will say I don't like a lot of Toji's. I guess he's just going straight for the aggressive route, which
yeah.
I take back what I was saying, but was gonna say some of these Toji angles are really sketchy.
He's gone for the aggressive route, and while that is his trademark thing, I hate to say scoreboard against one of our own guys,
Yeah,
but maybe
at
he
this
needs
point
to
in the
rethink
game, it's
stuff.
just.
Spike planted.
You should run.
And there's that enemy lockdown coming down. Gonna make it very difficult for UJ here. Ooh, good shots. Great shots from Toji. They know where another one is. Sloth finds Jet as well. Sloth finds
dink.
10 meters. I don't remember the range. Finds another one. Toji having a round, and he knows where the last one is.
Go in. Go.
And he gets the tilt.
4K.
Toji having a round. I take back everything. I don't take back everything.
No,
I said. I
I
still
don't.
think some of them are rough, but
Yeah.
that was a
I-
very good round for Toji there.
Yeah. I think the full commit to A worked out really well for Toji because that meant he got to wrap around, get 2 free kills.
But thinking if they were on that B push, say even 2 of them,
Oh, he was.
he
so
might
bad.
trade 1 for 1.
He
Best
was
case scenario.
turbo dead.
Because he used his dash to get to mid connector.
Here.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna do that again. I don't
do that.
I don't
again,
think that's the right
Toji.
call here. They might switch up to B, and if that's the case, Toji's going to die before he even gets to that connector, or he's going to die turning that corner.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
So I'm gonna call it. There's gonna be an op there.
Brimstone's coming down. That's exactly what happens. He finds one though. It looks like they were looking to match it. That was a very good suppression knife from both KOs there.
Good.
He finds another one. Cowboy with a beautiful flash and finding the Sova as well. And UJ finding their footing here. Good updraft position. All sightlines are being held. Joe pushing up pretty far. That entire back of spawn is held off now. And Joe with the judge.
I actually like this though.
This
is great.
Is the play.
Because like it's such a weird angle to peek because you're so exposed.
Unfortunately, KO Knife does find him, but swinging a judge is scary.
Yeah.
Sloth is there to back up.
You kind of just die if you swing a judge sometimes.
Oh, they know where. I don't know if Sloth should be doing that.
One enemy
Finds
remaining.
one. They know 2 is there. Again, jumping around the corner, just not advised, but with the judge, it's a bit more forgiving.
Like the judge and the shorty are
30
like
seconds
the
left.
2 guns where that's semi-acceptable.
The flash comes out. Toji not landing the shots, but they do have a double roam coming here. That's a fake plant for sure,
Yeah,
correct?
there's no way he slams it.
Spike planted.
Really?
What
Well,
a
if we got to give
man.
one thing to Keiser, it's that
area.
they assert dominance. That ding, but Steven's there to
Okay.
back it up.
Yep.
Not best case scenario, but they win the round, which at this point, best case scenario on that point.
And
That's a really cool knife.
Yeah. This is what we were talking about earlier, where you're doing 145 with the Phantom, and then you tilt swap to the Vandal for the next 3 matches.
Those dinks can make or break. It looks like they're gonna opt with it, and I think Joe's just gone the full tank route. He's really showing the brimstone roll.
Joe's just like soft trolling right now, but it's also working.
I mean, is it soft troll? Is it soft trolling if it's working? But also,
it's definitely still soft trolling.
I feel like it's an actual viable strat at this point in the game, having someone do that.
Flashbang. Shutting them down.
I just don't think that should be allowed with KO Knife. Great shot from Toji there, but he's not throwing it at a place where they can shoot it. He's hitting a random wall. I think
Yeah,
null
like-
command could be huge here, especially if they do commit to this B or A push. I always get them flipped on this side.
Yeah. KO Knife really is kind of cringe.
Enemy spotted.
Does look like 2 are moving mid, both Brim and KO.
Open up the sky.
Good orbital strike. I don't know.
I don't
Zoning
know.
off. It does push KO into Cowboy, who gets the kill. Joe there with the backup as well. That's that teamwork we love to see.
Yeah, Joe's saving lives out here with that Odin. Like, it definitely is still soft trolling, just buying the Odin in comp in the first place. Is like,
One enemy remaining.
Ooh!
we get those. We get those.
UJ with a
3Ks.
flawless round. literally and figuratively.
But like, so I'm sure the reason he bought the Odin in the first place was to spray right there,
Yep.
like right where he's looking, right into default
And
plant.
that's exactly what it looks like.
But like that doesn't mean it's not still a little troll.
True. We did see it a few rounds ago where they tried to do that, and it resulted in the wall bang coming through.
Yeah.
And picking off one of UJ's players.
I think whoever had it last time though was firing like super high. Though.
Yeah, it did look really high. KO knife comes out, doesn't detect anyone. Killjoy is seen on B site though.
Here.
Nova is holding long. 3 ults up for UJ. One of them is knives, so it's more eco, but null command and lockdown very strong, especially on defense. Oh, don't know if he peeked that again. Okay, good smoke, good cross. Even though it is just a Marshall, one headshot could turn the tide of this round.
Mm-hmm. Because a headshot with a Marshall is still a one-shot, even with armor. What do body shots do? I feel like body shots don't do that much.
75.
Armor.
I think it's 75 because it's a 2-shot to the body.
Okay.
There they are.
Good sonar dart.
And I think if you see KO somewhere, that's normally gonna mean that that's where they're committing.
Drops to the Guardian, but Cowboy does trade up. We do see that Odin bite Joe a little bit. Cowboy. Alarm bot does go off. We still do have a null command and lockdown up and ready
30
to go,
seconds
though.
left.
Cowboy gets another pick.
Killed my swarm grenade out.
Swarm grenade out, did it? Oh, I forgot she can put him down on the ground.
Yep. It is strange, though, that she says...
They are opting for a B plant here, though.
It says swarm grenade out when she, like, detonates it instead of throwing it.
Once again, the Guardian. Good shots from Sloth there. I think at this point, maybe just pop null command to be safe. You can't risk...
Like,
okay,
yeah.
Yep. You can't risk the round. Good pre-fires. Good swings. Need to get on the site a little bit faster, though. Knife is ready to go. Killjoy... I think at such a crucial point, it's important. They need to get these kills, but Keiser, very good orbital strike. That actually might...
Nice knowing.
Might be too late, especially if they're... It's gonna be... Not it.
He's got it.
He
doesn't have it.
That is tragic.
Oh, that was a very good orbital strike from Keiser U there.
Yep.
I definitely thought Brim... I didn't think Brim was in pit. There was a possibility since they double held it last time, but just such a tough situation to lose in, considering they made a 4-round comeback attempt.
Yep. Yeah,
But
I mean, they were still pretty far away.
I think it was just too little
overtime,
too late.
But yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a rougher
5-minute break.
map. I think they're allowed a 5-minute break after the second map. I'm pretty sure. UJ's still playing pretty okay overall. Some questionable antics here and there that I would like to see cleaned up, and maybe some comms issues that we saw.
I think there's just it's nothing severe, but
yeah,
especially in a game like Valorant, comms are one of the most important things of the game. Like there's a difference between solo queuing and competitive play 100%.
Yep. Yeah, just little comms things like where bomb was planted on A that one round, like because that little thing could have snowballed, right? Like they wouldn't have been on map
point for 6 rounds.
Yeah. So like hypothetically, that could have lost them the map. That little miscommunication could have actually lost them the map.
I think some of the approaches they were taking on attack, I think they maybe spent a few too many rounds just waiting.
I thought it was
granted you do see that a lot, but maybe pick better gunfights overall.
Yeah, I do think there were some questionable gunfights that were taken. That is true, but I don't know. Overall, I think UJ played about the same
Mhm.
as they did on
Excuse me.
Icebox, and that was Kaiser's map pick. So it's not to be too
If you're
unexpected.
comfortable on Ascent, it's a very good map to be comfortable on.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, since we are on a 5-minute break, I'm going to make use of said 5 minutes.
Okay.
See you right back.
Have fun. But overall, yeah, I do think UJ performed about the same. Um, I think we took a few more questionable fights and like just questionable plays in general than we should have. But overall, I don't think UJ performed too differently from the first map, Icebox. It was just my guess is how well each team was versed on each of their respective map picks. Because, UJ won their map pick and Kaiser won theirs. And it was a similar scoreline both times. So I believe it's UJ's map pick next, which, if history says anything about results, that does bode well for UJ. But we'll have to see just how things break it down. And if UJ can win their next map pick, or if they're kind of off put, if their momentum was kind of squandered a little bit there on Ascent. Hmm?
Not getting bored by an arrow?
Cringe?
True.
Just walk through like a man.
Yeah, but I poked my head in as they fired an arrow, so.
You could also just like go up the stairs.
There's basketball.
So there's sidelines.
True. I needed the cardio. It's nice outside, too.
Yeah, that's fair. I was hoping it would be 2 maps so I could go eat.
True. Thinking. Go.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Doesn't sound bad.
I've been eating better, but I don't really feel like making anything tonight.
Yeah, tonight is one of those nights that's just pick up fast food, go home, cry a little bit, and then like be in bed by 10:30.
True. Looks like we are gonna opt back to pot of greed. Not the. What are those?
It's a good image.
It's a cursed image.
Yeah, it's a pretty good image.
UJ opting for fracture.
Maybe we like fracture.
I don't mind fracture. Man, that's rough.
I don't mind fracture.
I don't mind it.
It's okay. Sometimes I revert back to pre-puberty, Evan. I mean, Clicky.
Just dox yourself.
People know who I am at this point. I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure almost everyone watching the stream knows who I am.
I give my name every time. I'm known by 4 names in the world.
4 names?
Glockodile, Arkfang, Seth, and the Double Deagler. One of my favorites.
Why are you called the Double Deagler?
Because back when I played Fortnite, I picked up 2 Deagles, and I'm like...
That's awful.
And literally, I was like, I'm the Double Deagler, and it stuck.
Cool. I suppose, yeah, you could use the Deegs like double pump, basically.
Rest in peace, Double Pump.
It's been, like, what, 3.5 years? Like, 4 years since I've played Fortnite, I think.
Excuse me, I got a yawn. Last season, 100% of the Battle Pass was Season 8 of Chapter 1, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right for
Then
me,
they
too.
changed the Battle Pass up the last time, and Rick and Morty were in the game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's so many things that are in Fortnite now. Like, so many different mechanics, so many crossovers. Like, it's
Select
just
your
pop
agent.
culture
Wild.
incarnate. It's just pop culture
Wild.
as a battle royale.
Are we actually seeing a Cypher this game? Did he get a buff?
No.
That's...
So, to be fair, I know that before he came to college, he was a hard Cypher man.
Mm-hmm. So Sloth is who I think. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
remember
not-
that because the first introduction I had to him was Cowboy, saying that he wasn't playing Cypher.
Fredo isn't Cowboy.
Who's... Okay, well, good, because... I've got it mixed up. I don't know.
Apparently.
I don't know who the names are.
Fine.
So I'll give you some hints. So Toji was on the team last spring.
Okay, that's... Okay.
Yeah. And then Cowboy, I don't know, how do I not dox him?
Who's-
He's blonde.
Right
The
there.
blonde one.
Is he the one that sits on the far end?
No, he sits like sort of near this end. And then Stevens sits at the far end.
I remember queuing with Stevens.
Yeah.
Okay, I think okay.
There.
Doesn't... Who were we just talking about? Cowboy?
Yeah.
Also play Overwatch?
Yes.
Okay, I remember now. I remember seeing his name last night.
Shocking.
Reach? What's this person's name again? I almost said Zeri, but that's Fleet.
Smoke down.
Neon. Ding.
High five.
Reach and Brimstone on this map seem very good.
Yeah, at the same time, why do we have a Neon in Cypher?
Also true.
Like, Breach is a must-have on
Enemy
Fracture,
spotted A.
but
I feel like
Launching smoke.
Brim, also very good. Neon's not bad.
Right here.
Neon is not great against other duelists, but I guess maybe they're opting for Cypher. I was going to say for the tripwires and I guess cams.
yeah.
That's all I could see because on a map like this where there's 2 angles to attack on each site, I don't see how it's going to help them on defense though, or on attack.
Yeah. So maybe they're just going comfort picks. That very well
One
could be.
enemy remaining.
What rank is that? Is that Ascendant?
Yes, he's Ascendant.
Is he actually? So what we have?
Ascendant. Or
You keep eyeing
what's
my
first,
hallway.
Immortal or Ascendant?
I think another team out. Timeout.
No,
it goes Immortal into Ascendant.
No, he's Immortal. I'm sorry.
He has been Ascendant, though. Or else he wouldn't have the charm.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even look at the charm. I just know his peak.
If you look on his ghost, he has the gun buddy.
Oh.
Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Ascendant, Immortal, Radiant. Oh, he was
Radiant.
Immortal.
Radiant. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
Immortal.
the top one. Yeah, I'm tired. It's been a day.
It has been a day. Immortal, Ascendant, Radiant. Okay.
Ascendant, Immortal, Radiant.
Close the tab.
No, I know I'm right. Because they created Ascendant because there were too many people in Immortal.
Yeah. Which is why they added the rookie tier in Bronze or in Apex. It goes Ascendant, Immortal, Radiant, green, red. Yellow.
This is a nice spot.
So he is Immortal. At least that's what the charm looks like.
Yeah, 'cause I remember
This should do.
him and Cowboy were the same peak.
Quick feet, quick trigger.
Cowboy had a night last night on Overwatch.
Did he?
He played very well.
Good to hear.
The last game was on Route 66.
Yeah, I did catch that one.
Beautiful
I did catch
performance
Root.
on Ash.
Watch out.
Yeah, he was kind of just mowing him down, wasn't he?
As someone who plays a lot of Ash, I love Ash.
Yeah.
It was very nice to see. Good sprays from Toji. Doesn't even get hit. Did the mouse thing
that
again.
has to be a spin out. There's no way that's him doing it.
That's twice now he's done it. Sloth getting 2.
I'm just glad that it hasn't spun out when it
In
was
a
important.
gunfight.
Yeah.
They do see Reyna. I didn't even notice Fade. I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of Fade tonight. Fade was someone we saw almost every game last season.
I think they just nerfed her into the ground. I'm pretty sure. I think she's still annoying, but I think she kind of got the Reyna treatment where she just got exponentially worse.
Yeah. And I miss seeing.
Another blow.
I don't remember what his username was.
What did he play?
Reyna. Played a lot of Reyna.
Insanum.
Insane. That's what I feel so bad. I know his real name because that's what I refer to
yeah.
him as.
I mean, I still play with a lot of the old team members, so not Valorant.
I talk to him, but I don't
worry,
play with
I'll
him.
care.
I'm in a lot of your guys' servers though. I think I'm in like 4 of them.
I'm
Yeah,
out of here.
pretty sure you're in mine.
I think
Enemy
Good
spotted
flick
B.
you playing.
I don't know if I'm in. I'm in the.
Green background with like a strangely tall nest.
Smoke's down.
Gotta go.
I think you are. I'm pretty sure you
Might
are.
be. I'm in 4 mutual servers with the one and only Clicky.
So what is
Pretty
that?
slow start for.
Old server? Old team server?
No,
new...
I left that one.
Oh, okay. So
Go, go, go.
new team server.
Are you in the recruiting server?
Yes.
Camera taken out.
Oh, and then the boys.
Yep, the boys. And then are you in like the UJ server, not the UJ team
Nope.
server?
Gamer Squad, I think you're in.
Take this. Gotta go.
I think you're in
Yeah.
Gamer Squad because this is the one picture that comes up
Take this.
automatically.
Go, go, go.
That's a good image.
Reloading.
This is a strange year.
Was that
Coming
COVID
through.
year?
Launching smoke.
No, that was the year after
Take it
COVID
down.
year.
Ooh.
Oh, he gets it.
Last
Ooh.
player
Shot in the
standing.
back though, and it's up
Spike
to
down
Stevens.
A.
He's 1. Ooh, that's a really tough 3 to stun.
Yeah.
Not quite able to get out of there.
Do be like that sometimes.
That was a close round. I think if
Listen
Fade
up.
doesn't get
Kill
the
them
flank
before
on
they kill
UJ there,
us.
they have a chance at winning it. But Fade picked off 2 in the back.
We'll just range seeing the Cypher. Even if he is 4-1.
Yeah. I mean, if it's working, but he just doesn't seem good.
Like
even his-
Cypher, not
yeah,
not
no, Cypher,
Sloth.
not
Yeah,
not
Sloth is
Sloth.
performing
Sloth
great.
has been having a night.
But Cypher
Cypher
himself is
doesn't
just,
seem good.
he's like underwhelming, you know? Like there's not enough to his kit.
I think, like, why play Cypher when you could play Sova?
Killjoy.
Killjoy, too.
Killjoy's kind of just a better Cypher.
We're not even going to get on the subject of alts between the two. I forgot they did this on Fracture. They closed off that side of the dish.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I didn't. I guess I was.
Because it
Not
used to be
paying
you could
attention
wrap
to that.
around it, now you
Yeah.
can only come from the one way.
I'm sure I like that.
I don't know. It was always really scary to push.
Almost out.
Never played Neon, but that looked rough.
Yeah,
Good
so-
shots. Good angle from Pot of Green there. The haunts come out. Good shots as well.
Yeah,
Does have orbital strike, but
her little laser works about the same as it looks. So it's kind of just a high RPM, like low DPS.
that was a very scary shot there. It took a while to line
30
that up.
seconds left.
Yeah.
I think this, I don't want to jinx anything. I think this might be the ace angle for Pot of Greed.
Or not low DPS on the laser, but like low damage per shot.
Mm-hmm.
High DPS. And I also don't think there's a headshot multiplier.
I don't think there is.
I could be wrong with that, but I don't think there's a headshot multiplier.
Last player standing.
That was the ace.
We get those!
Pot of Greed. What he taketh, he also giveth.
He's disgusting. He's filthy.
He took the ace earlier, but he made sure to reclaim it that time.
He's freaky.
I need a
He
drop.
is nice with it.
Tack, tack.
I would like to point out, both Zeri in League and Neon were released at the same time.
Were they?
Yep.
Oh.
But it's very obvious they're a similar character. They both have the
Yeah.
same double ponytail. They both deal with electricity.
Aren't they both blue-haired? Isn't
No,
Zeri
Zeri's
blue-haired?
green
Oh,
slash
that's
yellow.
right,
But I
yeah.
think they're both. Okay, there's no
both
Philippines.
unnatural.
There's no Philippines in the League universe. Zeri's from Zon, but they're both Filipino actresses, I think. Actually, I think they might be the same voice actor.
Zon is the Philippines of
That's
League
saying
of
some
Legends.
things about the
Face your
Philippines.
fear!
Oh, here comes. I can't remember the name of it.
Right here.
Nightmare.
Enemy spotted.
I can't say I know too much about Zon or the Philippines,
Well,
but I think it's a funny comparison.
I know more about Zon than the Philippines, to be fair. Oh, it looks like we're going to be getting more. Ooh. Interesting use of ult there. I don't know if that's entirely
Right planet.
I like it.
Here.
I think it would have been better had Cypher not gotten the kill. Or it might have been Breach. Breach didn't get the kill as she did.
Smoke's down.
Someone is B.
Are you familiar with calling Breach Branch?
I am not, but I could definitely see myself making that mistake.
What her username? Stinky Girl, I think is her username. So she's Insanum's other half. And when she was first learning, when she was first learning Valorant, she wasn't super familiar with all the names yet, and she referred to Breach as Branch, and I don't
It
think
stuck.
we've let her live it down yet.
I did refer to Keiser as Kasai for my first month of playing League, so I understand the feeling. Also, I did just look it up. Neon and Zeri do share the same voice actor.
I mean, like, when you've got one voice actor in the studio,
Yeah, you might as
might as
well.
well double dip.
They're like, hey, we're making one character for the game. Let's just make another one.
Yeah, let's make the same character for the other game.
They are quite literally, they both do things that involve running, because Zeri can slide over walls with her dash. They both involve electricity.
They literally just made the same character.
I will give you a comparison as we wait for this round to get off to a start.
So she slides over walls, and Neon creates walls of
Her
electricity.
name is literally Zeri, the Spark of Zon. If I didn't tell you which game this was from,
Yeah, no.
it's exactly the same. They've got the same hairstyle and
The
everything.
facial structure is
Exactly.
the same.
Same voice actor.
That's wild.
It's late. It's not lazy. Zeri was incredibly broken when she first came out. She's been kind of
But I
knocked to
mean,
the ground.
that's kind of just leak camps now. Like, when they first come out.
Vex was very bound.
30
Vex
seconds
has
left.
never been touched really because she was actually like perfect. The brim or the breach all comes out, but he gets dropped by Sloth. Sloth finds his third for the round.
I want to make a
He
spin.
finds his fourth.
Flawless.
And Toji takes the ace.
I want to make a spin botting joke for Toji so bad, but like it wouldn't surprise me if another team took it out of context and used it as grounds for something.
Yeah, we really can't like.
Oh, some teams, most teams are fine. Some teams though are just awful.
Very rarely we have a negative experience.
Spikes here.
But when those happen,
when we
it's
have
just
a negative
so
experience, it's very not fun
yeah.
for anyone.
There.
I don't think
Right
it's
there.
ever really negatively affected us though.
I'll show them. Lintik
I think there
kayo.
were maybe one or two.
Yeah, there was the finals last spring. That was pretty bad.
Shocking.
Unfortunately, Product Greed gets picked by the Marshall right away.
What?
Good shots from Toji. The wallbang headshot.
This way.
Go, go, go. On to the site. Maybe Neon. I feel bad for... Well, I never really was dissing the Neon pick, but it's just strange.
No, so my thought behind it is, so Jet is objectively not very good on this map, right?
Planted the spike.
And Raze is pretty okay.
I always played Raze
You
on
should
Fracture.
But if he doesn't feel that Raze is going to be super helpful, then sure.
Ooh,
Last
this is a
player
very tough
standing.
situation to be in for you, Jay. This is such a good killjoy. Can't even get one, unfortunately. You see Reyna coming in like that, you start shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll note, that is Kaiser's first win of the map, though.
They've gone pretty swell-like
Mm-hmm.
for you, Jay.
Thrifty.
Thrifty win, even.
Tara na. Clock ticking.
Oh. I guess technically they hadn't won the round yet.
You silly goose.
I'll show myself out. 3 ults up for you, Jet. 2.5. Although Spark is almost up and ready to go, as well as Orbital Strike again. I don't know, maybe Cypher ult, they get an early pick. It could help maybe. I just don't really see it ever being.
No, yeah, it's just so not. It's so underwhelming.
Reloading.
Oh, that's a very scary angle to peek. And it doesn't
Yeah,
look like they want to deal with
let's
it.
just go that way.
We could see Sloth get something here with the Cypher though, and if he does manage to pick one on B site and get his ult off, it could be some very pertinent information to UJ. However, Stevens does fall. Cowboy trades one though.
Target sighted A.
Yeah,
Sloth going for the full runaround.
it is wild though how Cypher ult is kind of just like
Flashbang.
a Sova dart but global, or like a KO knife but actually shows their position.
I think
right?
there's 2 under site there.
Down A.
Sloth with a good
Player
flank does
standing.
get dropped. It's up to KO now. 30 HP. Does have null command, but it would be a waste to use it at this point.
30 seconds left.
Good flash into the swing, but not able to get shots on target though. Little more health. It was a headshot regardless.
Remember to talk to each other out there. If we communicate, we win.
Life is kind of cool. I like the
I did
animation. The
point that out,
animation
yeah,
is
the
sick.
Animation is very interesting.
I think it looks okay, but
Ooh.
the animation is sick.
I'm glad I got out of Honor before I decided to spend money on it. The entire time I played it, I told myself I wasn't going to give
Right here.
any money to Riot with it.
Suppressing.
Spike dropped.
Yeah. Have I ever
One
spent?
suppressed.
I think I've spent $10 on Apex packs one time. But like other than that, I don't think I've ever spent money. Oh, and then I spent however much it is to get a Fortnite Battle Pass one time.
$10.
Yeah, so I've spent like total $20 on cosmetics and video games ever. I just don't care about cosmetics.
I wish I could say that. You
Reloading.
said $10 on Apex packs, and I was like,
And that was when the game like very first came out.
I've bought 1 or 2 of the $80 where you get 100 Apex packs and a skin.
Yeah.
But I have 2 heirlooms, so
Knife deployed.
who's the real winner?
That's like saying, yeah, I dropped $2,000 on CS:GO cases,
I
but
actually
I pulled the knife.
I true return
Like-
investment. This op is making it very difficult for UJ to get any footing here.
It is the fun gun, believe it or not.
Flash out. Holy smoke.
That's a very tough breach angle to
30
be in.
seconds left.
This Cowboy's going in, 25 HP in a dream.
player
Oh, gets dropped by the pistol. I actually went through recently and checked how much money I've spent
If you're not
between
being shot at, you're doing
Apex,
something
Steam,
wrong.
and League of Legends. Not proud of the amount. I can say, for as much time as I put into Dead by Daylight, I have not spent that much money on it, though.
To be fair, the amount of money I've put into just Hearthstone is
Hearthstone's
so
a bit different, though,
disappointing.
because don't you have to buy each
I mean, hypothetically, you don't have to.
but the amount of grind,
Realistically,
Hit them fast,
yes.
hit them hard.
it's like
Right
Diablo
here.
Immortal.
Right here.
Like, or like Clash of Clans, right? Like,
I actually
you're,
never did spend money on Clash of Clans.
but like, you're not going to be on the leaderboard
Fully smoked.
if you don't spend money. That's just how it works.
Yeah, it gets dropped really early. That's unfortunate. Orbital Strike is up. Realistically, I could see them using it on site to at least maybe get a push. You have 4 ults up and ready to go, though. Sloth was a good pick on Killjoy. Ooh, finds the brim. Or it does get dropped in the back by Fade. This is a really good Fade ult coming down. Orbital Strike did look like it was maybe going to go for a moment. Fade does not go down. Reach ult came out as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be standing there.
Honest Priest gets a good shot. Rim or Green Stun comes out.
Last player standing.
Yep, that's gonna be it for the round.
Yeah.
They did get 3 ults out of Keiser.
True.
Though.
That is true. But I mean, we did use
KO. And oh, Cypher ult actually came out.
But I can feel them.
Must have.
I feel bad, but we couldn't even tell. It just doesn't have that much impact
Yeah,
on the
no.
game.
Yeah, it really is just disappointingly underwhelming. Honestly, it
Punch it.
might be balanced if you didn't have to have an enemy to pop it.
Yeah. Kind of like Caveira from Rainbow.
Yeah,
I love Caveira in
One
Rainbow Six
suppressed.
Siege.
she's fun, yeah. But similar to Cypher, she's not good.
I actually would say otherwise. I think
Well,
Caveira
like,
is...
competitively good.
Yeah.
Like, she's fine if you're just playing.
I miss the days of Rainbow Six Siege.
I've been playing it a little bit lately.
I
with
just don't think I
some
could get
boys.
back into it.
Oh, I definitely couldn't, like, competitively get back into it. But just goofing off in the game is pretty fun.
Mm.
I do have all the ops up until, like, the most recent 4, I think.
I don't even remember the last time I played. The stinger, that's just,
Coming through.
that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, we win those.
Watch out.
Losing the op to a stinger just has to hurt. And I think this is where Neon's really gonna shine.
Yeah.
That's,
Right here.
to this day, one of my biggest pet peeves is what we just saw there. Taking out the knife for no reason.
Yeah.
Trained you.
Good
Like-
cover there from
One
Cowboy.
enemy remaining.
Like, you're gaining very little by taking out the knife.
Ooh,
Good
Pot
shot.
of Greed, managing to stay alive and also getting the kill. I think, did they not grab op?
Last round
I don't think
before
they
the
will.
switch.
Granted, they're
Unfortunate.
attacking, so I don't think
Don't
it's
look back.
viable.
And it's gone to the last round. It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Everyone's just dumping all their creds anyways. Oh, what a good knife. Look at him go. He's
So
nuts.
goofy. Those colors just irk me. Blue and orange. Doesn't work.
Are you dissing the Denver Broncos?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to football.
Neither do I.
I could
I
not
did-
care any less.
The reason I found out the Super Bowl this week was this weekend. Oh, I forgot. They also added a ledge to the zip line there. As you can see, there's an actual ledge versus just a flat wall.
What do you mean? Like you have to jump over it now?
No, you can walk along that area before it used to just be a flush wall.
Yeah.
Stevens gets 1 pick on Killjoy. They still do have Spark. Unfortunately, they are going to lose out on Oblivion Strike this round and Neon. And all of a sudden, it's 2v2. I think just keep the knife in your pocket for now. Yep. Again, it's still to this day doesn't make any sense to me.
Prepare for hellfire.
Good Oblivion Strike. Well, bad Oblivion Strike. Good swing is what I meant. Apologies.
Orbital Strike.
Orbital Strike. Oblivion, it sends you to Oblivion.
30 seconds left.
I prefer Skyrim Strike.
Elder Scrolls 5.
Spike planted.
I prefer ESO Strike. What a game.
4 seconds up until Breach. I believe that's his stun.
Yep, that one's a stun.
I like his animations with the robot arm.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're funny.
The cute gun buddy as well, while we're waiting for this final showdown. That's a scary swing with that open wall behind. They are on second. Oh, it's Stevens with the beautiful shot.
Oh, we hear him popping off.
True.
Switching sides.
That's a very simple but elegant knife.
D-Sam, unfortunately, we're not able to stream it tonight, but we should be, hopefully the guys have it set up, we should be recording it and then uploading it tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, somewhere in there. So there's not going to be any casting, but there should be the gameplay for you guys to watch.
From what I heard, they are recording it as we speak, so.
Yeah, because normally both are actually supposed to be at 6, and it was strange that COD was a little later. But there's going to be overlap every week, unfortunately, just because of how stuff is scheduled. Both of them are scheduled for Wednesdays at 6.
Gotta go. Take this.
This is where I could see Cypher working out a bit more, on defense especially.
Well, yeah, Cypher is a very heavily defense-oriented character. And to be fair, I guess he's going to be a little bit better on Fracture just because attack is also kind of defense. But, I don't know, Cypher does just still feel weird. Oh, he's popping, though.
Unfortunately, Neon does get picked. Unfortunate shots from Pot of Greed there.
Last player standing.
Yeah, I feel him, though. I'm not a pistol round guy either. Like, I'm okay with the USP.
Let's ruin their
the
day.
Ghost,
USP bless up.
But like the Glock / classic, I just can't. I don't ever win a one with those guns.
The Glock is the way to go.
No. Yeah, I got a hard disagree with that one. I
always
cannot use the Glock.
Excuse me. It's only 8 o'clock. 7:30. You know, I'm really feeling it at this 6. No, it's 8:30.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, that's
Either
what
way.
you get for having your phone on military time.
I just saw 30. I also didn't realize what time it was. Oh. You know, that's really tough. Pot of Greed picks too, but the double Spectre rush. Get up there with that Bucky. The shorty. It's a shotgun.
Spot.
Spike planted.
Oh,
really?
No.
Flash out.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
One suppressed.
Alright, we win those. We're fine.
That was a rough round there for a second, but Brimstone completely went in with that Spectre.
Yeah.
Thrifty.
Better weapons. Big deal.
Dude, that champion Vandal or that champion Phantom,
like it doesn't look bad.
I like the way that looks. I think the red and gold work really well.
Yeah, I think the color scheme is cool. I do think that there's much cooler skins though. I couldn't name any of them. I could tell you what they look like, but I couldn't name any of them.
No, I can't either. I forgot they also added that staircase up to this connector here.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant this ramp, and I was
No.
like, that's been there. That's
No,
always
no,
been there.
yeah. It used to just be a solid ledge that you couldn't get up without a boost, actually.
Yep.
Risky alt-door, but...
I mean, I do think the idea of boosting is funny in Valorant. Just because, like, you never see it.
Versus CSGO, that
that is tragic.
very unfortunate.
One enemy remaining.
Sloth having a round.
Spike down A.
Sloth having a round.
My ultimate is ready.
I love that one way that he was using.
That was beautiful. I guess
Who am I
if you know how to play
kidding? My knees are gonna
Cypher,
kill after this.
it'll work, but
comfort picks.
yeah,
Like, to be fair, he one-tricked Cypher to Immortal.
true. That's
He's
nothing
probably pretty good at Cypher.
This goes here.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
I'm not...
Oh,
are
he's
these
got
the,
all the lineups.
Are these the...
Those are
That
tripwires.
goes there.
Okay.
My
That
inside
angled one is
cannot
so
be
cool. Because, like,
Oh,
that's
this
where
here.
you're walking through every time.
That's interesting.
And so now they... Yeah, they...
And I
Ooh.
guess they'll never really look down. Good shots from Toji there. It's a very good concussion through the wall. Sloth finds Brim as well. And they know where everyone else is now, because I believe that was Cypher ult.
Yep. Isn't it crazy how it's just, like, only kind of useful?
Spike
Yeah, I
down
mean, I
B.
didn't even realize.
One
I feel
enemy
like maybe a
remaining.
constant ping, but
Okay,
UJ,
time
pretty
for a
dominating
protein shake.
performance that round. They did lose 3 members, but it never really felt like they were behind.
Even if it was just, like, a second of tracking instead of one
A
static
pulse,
ping.
like, I just don't know.
Like, you mentioned Kavera from Siege, and, like, that actively tracks you for,
That-
like,
yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you gotta kind of go in and risk some stuff, but the same thing with the Cypher. Like,
Only Cypher, you're not going in with. I just didn't realize it was just a pulse like that. I feel like,
no, it's
if
not
anything,
good.
at least make it.
It's pretty bad. There's a reason Cypher's, like, never played. Like I said, he's clearly good at Cypher. I'm
Yeah.
not discrediting
There's
him.
no discredit to the player behind the skill.
The character
It's just the
is
agent.
just not good.
That's a scary Marshall. Toji doesn't care though. He's showing who's in charge. Unfortunately, he slides the corner.
He was shown who's in charge. Tragic. You see Pot of Greed win these? Pot of Greed more like
Last player
Hog or
standing.
please. Oh. Yeah, that rhyme was rough.
Yeah,
Shoot
that
the
was
bad guys.
losing Neon early at the connector area, and then
Thank you.
I need this.
Yeah, it does feel like rounds tend to
My
go in UJ's favor only when Toji is getting an early pick or two.
This
Or
goes
just
here.
a pick.
what the heck is that?
There.
These are
These
such
are
ridiculous
So
tripwires.
filthy.
This goes here.
Like, oh my goodness, that's that entire staircase blocked off from every angle. I just don't know if all orbs are worth it at this point.
your fear!
Good pick. Loses 1. Cypher tag, or excuse me, Brim tags up quite a bit on someone else. I didn't quite see who. Ooh, good flick from Stevens.
Reloading.
This could be a very good orbital
Spike
strike,
planted.
as well as the breach ult. Finds 1. Reyna ult comes out. Empress
Last
finds
player
Cypher, and
standing.
it's up to Pot of Greed. They heard him on the zip, I think.
One enemy
Good
remaining.
shots. Oh! Pot of Greed!
Hog of Greed indeed.
True!
That one wasn't luck at all. That was totally skill. He didn't get lucky with an overflick. It was entirely intended.
Honestly. Can you really say it was luck if it worked?
Oh, wait. Okay. It's fine.
Oh, that's so ridiculous.
We get to see some more nutty slothing. This like
I'm gonna hype up Pot of Greed after the match for that one.
This goes here.
I love the cam placement though, because it's just so.
it covers
Like,
so much
yeah,
area.
it covers so much, and it's
This
like
is a nice
you're
spot.
not really gonna be looking there unless you're looking specifically for the cam. Don't. Okay.
I think it.
Does he win 2? Does he get 2? He gets 2.
Ooh. I think at this point, if they haven't found the cam yet, I change it. I do like how
Yeah,
he's changing
no,
the
actually.
tripwire placement though.
Yeah, exactly. He has apparently so many tripwires.
Here.
That's a grid. That's a grid holding that entire area.
Yeah.
And if they walk in it, they have to shoot both of them.
Yep.
You should run.
I always like that. I like when a character's not good, but someone has so much time on them. League, it's very evident. Like, there's some
That's so
barely makes the
unfortunate.
corner. Doesn't quite get the kill, but
Right there.
Spike planted.
No, but he's
Ooh.
heaven. It doesn't matter because
Good
they
tag up.
know him for his flicks.
Pot of Greed's tag up earlier actually got that kill. I think that would have been a dink if he was full health.
One enemy
Good
remaining.
slider on the corner from Toji. And Sloth finds another one. And UJ gets the round, and we're going into a game point. Just everything
Yep,
point.
match point.
If they
I'm out of here.
decide to defuse.
My thanks.
MVM
That
give
is
me
that is
Brimmy POV.
hilarious that they're giving him the old point.
MVM, give me that Brimmy POV. That's what we're saying. Pog of Greed.
Match point.
I saw the desperation.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
use that.
Pot of Greed is kind of just an absolute nutcase. He's just a freak on the M&K.
He shows up, he performs.
He really do. Look at that, 15 and 9.
That's actually pretty good.
No, yeah, he's actually popping, especially for being Brimstone of all characters. A super positive stat line like that is
Best in the game.
solid.
Statistically.
Flash.
Sock it.
Statistically speaking, best in game.
Pretty aggressive angle from
Oh! Oh, that is absolutely tragic for that
Reyna
Reyna.
going down early. That's their duelist gone.
One of their duelists gone.
Who's their other one?
I would call Fate a duelist.
I guess. Isn't she technically an initiator by game standpoint?
Yeah, but I mean,
Flash out.
like her dog is basically a flash.
Sloth does get picked by Fade. On the subject of duelists. Brimstone goes down. That's going to happen when you're that low
Spike
health,
planted.
though. Unfortunately, did get tagged up quite a bit. Neon ult and KO ult are both ready to go. I think we could see them be used here. I'm actually surprised the KO ult hasn't come out yet, considering the spike is down. They know where one is fighting sevens. He does get dropped. Neon ult does come out. Even KO ult is out as well. Here.
Emergency reset required.
Last player standing.
Such a tough situation to be in.
Yep. I don't know if he was ever even getting diffused anyways.
We're not getting the message. Leave it to me. I'll rough
Need
them
a
up.
drop.
But we've got this Cypher ult. We should be getting close to Breach and Brim ult as well.
That goes there.
We just get to sit in
Yes,
silence and
this
look
should
at
go.
these.
Yeah.
This goes here.
Like the box one is pretty standard, but the angled one is gross.
The angled ones are so interesting.
Yeah, because they're so like pixel perfect to set up. Also funny that it's unintended that they can work that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a byproduct of how they shaped things in the game.
What you get for having smooth edges.
True. have sharp edges.
True. Geometry. Brim is 3 off of ult. I don't know what Breach is at. He should be close, though. He did use it at the same time as Orbital Strike. These are tense. You haven't seen anyone in the first 30 seconds of the round.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted B. Right there.
Clearing out.
Very good Storm Grenade.
Yeah. It's going to deny a lot.
Pot
Pot
of
of
Reed
Reed
goes
goes
down.
down.
Now it's a 1v5 situation. He finds one.
Yeah, so I'm going to call it now. Sloth aces and diffuses.
I think, if anything, he just aces. I think Keiser plays it slow enough to where he's just not going to have time.
Nah, he's kind of freaky on the Cypher. I jinxed it.
That's what we were saying.
Remember, wipe the pills
I'm in the
from
same
your
boat as
guns.
Kayla. I have no idea what
It's just
Ghostping
big crime
literally
scene.
just said.
Here.
Like, I dislike that, I understand.
I don't know what it's saying. I get that aim for real, bros. Running it back. I don't know who Maddie is. In TDM, though?
Oh man, just pain reading that. I like understanding what that's saying is tilting.
Ooh, unfortunate shots for Sloth, but they do
down,
manage to pick
attackers
2 of Kaiser's players.
One suppressed.
What was that, the reload, or was that the pullout animation?
That was the pullout.
That was awesome.
He didn't have the Phantom,
Ooh.
and he no longer has the Phantom.
Reyna's kind of popping off right now.
Yeah, but she's doming.
Turtle on that gun.
Last player standing.
It's
Spike
up to
down
Pot of
A.
Greed. With 2 ults, Empress won't be used this round, but we could maybe see Breach ult. All 5 ults for Keiser up, though.
Spike planted.
And Spectre. He's one.
Honestly, that's actually. Oh, I was gonna say that's a 6 smoke because it
Isolates.
yeah, it isolated the top,
Where will
but
they
it
go
didn't
this
quite, unfortunately. DJ
I
back to
think
the
we are
full
going
buy.
to see a number of ults this round from Keiser.
Oh, really? What makes you think that?
Yeah, I don't know. Match point.
The question is, do you just rip all 5? Because on one hand, you're on match point, you're on series point, right? On the other hand, if
you're at 12-11, 12-10.
yeah, so like
Do you really want to enter 12-11, still match point?
with zero
Zero.
ults,
I
with
think
the other
we
team
definitely
having
see
a bunch.
we definitely see Fade, Reyna, maybe Killjoy. I think if anything, both Killjoy ults. Only one Killjoy ult comes out. There were 2 on the map.
Shutting them down.
Fun fact, there is only one Killjoy.
Caught one.
Also true. I realized that after looking at the leaderboard.
Flash out.
Koji does go down. The plan starts coming down as well.
Camera team.
Spike planted.
Stim beacon here.
Reload.
The dodge of the Prowler comes out. Flash as well. The alarm bot down.
Reload.
Oh, he's SAR. Oh, okay.
Good shots from Cowboy.
We get there eventually.
Still has both flashes and a grenade up. Sloth finds zone as well.
Right there.
Good nade.
Reload.
You guys gotta commit here. Good KO knife. Oh, orbital strike and breach ult as well. And I don't think they'll have time at this point.
Last player standing.
But as we were saying, I think they enter the round with they have a Fade ult.
Which
I'll do my
only
job.
really matters post-plant. So will we see OT?
If Keiser doesn't dump all their ults there, though, it's very likely they don't win that round. UJ
Yeah.
does manage to get enough to almost full buy. Pot of Greed does have to opt for a Guardian, but Orbital Strike is up, Cypher ult is up, and everyone else is 1 off except KO is
This
2
is a
off.
nice spot. Yes, this should do.
Yeah, so this is The ult economy at least is very UJ favored, but the economy is a little bit stranger, you know.
I think UJ just right now has to play it pretty slow, but also make sure that that fade ult doesn't make a serious impact.
Here.
So first bit of util coming out from Keiser. Still just no noise being made.
Cowboy
Finally
does
saw
get picked off by the Reyna, but both Brim and Reyna were spotted there. Looks like it might be an A push, but also they could just commit to B.
Okay, so there's the Reyna eye.
Gotta go.
There's
Rage
the fade.
goes down. Sloth finds 2 though. That's
Spike
huge.
Down A.
Face your fear.
And they didn't get plant off, mind you.
Decade does dink the Killjoy though.
30 seconds left.
Doesn't find the kill. Manages to make it out in time.
Spike planted.
Spike does go down. Orbital strike coming down as well. Doesn't find anyone.
Launching smoke.
Good smokes from Brim here. Neon comes out. Good kill from
Find the
Sloth
kill.
there.
We
Gets
ripped
the
the
ult off.
ult.
That's actually massive.
Take this.
Molly.
They find the
Go, go, go.
One enemy
The
remaining.
Neon ult, Toji finds one. They know where the last one is. And they find it. UJ. Cypher, we were talking bad about Cypher ult all game. But knowing,
And that is hilarious.
but knowing
It
that
won
Brimstone,
them the round, which won them the map.
knowing Brim was in the connector tunnel, made or break. Neon was
Yeah,
able to push in
actually.
and get the kill.
No, that was actually huge.
Huge game from Sloth on the Cypher pick. We talked bad about it, but he got 2 huge picks at the start of that final round. And then the ult. Absolutely crazy.
Oh man, I am ready to go eat.
Honestly. I'm starving at the moment, but
after watching the UJ boys just eat 3 maps in a row, you know, it's
True.
just
not complaining. Very good games in the series.
oh yeah. I think this team would be great to scrim. So
Mhm.
if any of you people from Keiser are watching our stream, I think you guys would be a really good scrim partner because all 3 maps were close.
And that's just saying it. It could be beneficial for both sides. but
Yeah. Oh yeah,
overall,
absolutely.
very good performance from both teams there. It quite literally came down to the wire. Both teams almost had a comeback mounted.
Mhm. Yeah, that was one of the tensest series I've
Honestly,
casted
up
in a
until the
while.
end, yeah, great performance. But overall, UJ manages to come out on top barely after a pretty dominating performance on Icebox.
Mhm.
But very good games all across the board. Great performances from everyone as well. Toji shined, Sloth shined, Cowboy shined.
Oh, Sloth popped off.
True. And after we talked bad about his Cypher,
Nah, I still stand behind it.
I mean,
That was like the 1 in 15 situation where it was super impactful.
it's like what I was saying about League. It's always fun to see someone who's good at the game play on a character who's not good in the game.
yeah.
So Cypher, I can't think of any examples of League off the top of my head. Maybe like Teemo. Teemo has a 100% win rate in Worlds because he's only been played twice.
Yeah.
Singed is another really good one but overall, just a great series.
I don't know who is a good comparison in League. Granted, I suppose I don't really know many of the not good characters.
Well, there is champs like Azir and Ryze, both
Yeah.
basically 100% win pick rates
I
in
know what they do.
Worlds, but they're not played in solo queue because they depend so much on being able to communicate with your team.
Mhm.
Azir is so much fun in my opinion, though.
So I think that's all we're gonna have for you
Yeah.
guys tonight. Like I was saying, we're gonna
Unfortunately, we're
have
not able to get COD tonight, but
Yep, but it should be uploaded tomorrow. So be sure to keep an eye out for that if you're interested in watching COD.
should be a good game. COD team has always put up a performance. So.
Yeah. Yep. I would agree.
I don't know much about South Arkansas, but
And then we've got Smash tomorrow at 7:30. I think I'm pretty sure. So be sure to swing by for that. I will check quick what team it's against. It is against.
Unfortunately for everyone, Glockadile will not be in the booth for the third night in a row, but I'll be here in spirit.
It is against Ozarks Technical Community College,
Which is who we played yesterday.
Was it?
Overwatch competed against Ozarks yesterday.
That's funny. So yeah, should be a good, fun series for that.
Still looking forward to casting a Smash series where the team doesn't drop after the first fight.
Yeah, true.
Because the one time I cast Smash, they played one game, and then we just did some friendlies. But
yeah, I think that's all we've
got to say. Yeah,
tonight.
we did. I will point out there were a lot of follows tonight, so thank you everyone for that. It's greatly appreciated. Anything goes to support the program.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 follows today.
Yeah.
So sheesh, you guys are nuts. So thank you guys for stopping in. It was a long series, so for those that stuck it out, we appreciate you.
Get your channel points and eat.
Really. Don't forget to follow us on here as well as on our Twitter and Instagram to keep up with all of that UJ Esports action. You can subscribe right on here if you so wish. It helps support the team. It's $5 a month, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon and Twitch accounts and get 1 free sub each month to any channel of your choosing. But you have to re-up it manually. It's not like a paid subscription.
He's so much better at this spiel than I am.
I have said this literally hundreds of
times. You're so
times.
much better with the sub spiel.
And you can donate as well to the team or to Extra Life. If you donate to us, it helps support like our travel so we can go do LAN events and stuff like that. It helps us buy peripherals, more computers so we can just expand the team, upkeep the area. If you want to donate to Extra Life, it's a fund for sick kids. So obviously a great cause there, and every penny counts in both cases. So thank you for stopping in, guys. Be sure to check us out tomorrow at 7:30, and have a good night.